boys' table, not round or square or triangle. We come to hang and the gang on Fridays as we're able. We play well here in Camelot, we are chums and fun, but Camelot. We're hanging around the table, our host is formidable. He runs his train, talks insane, but sure he's quite unstable. He's hobby-matic in Camelot, but seems never to have done a lot. Label, quite incomprehensible. Too wrenching and we have no plan but to sit and hear Dodge babble. It's a lady time in Camelot.
I have to shake my bum a lot.
This channel is a not so heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiast. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the expressed written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
See it, you'll love it, and it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, it's Friday again. Welcome to the Grand Meeting Hall of Castle Camelot, also known as my basement. I hope you're all well this Friday. It's been both a short week and a long week. It's always seems short when I start the live stream because I feel like, didn't I just end this the other day? Got a few things to say before I get running trains. So before I get into all that, let's go ahead and greet all the knights who have joined us today. So we have Sir Andrew 156 out of Scotland. We've got Sir Tim of Dowd. We've got Sir Scott from Balcurvey Junction. We got Sir Chuck Schreiber. We got Sir Dominic. We've got Sir Greg from Great Northern. We got Sir Andy, the hot dog pilot. We've got Sir Dino from the Model Railway Shed. We've got Sir Randall Ellison. We've got Sir Anthony Borden just popped in. We've got Sir Andy B. from Red Bridge Railways. Nice to have you here. Sir KJ from Roland Blue. And we've got 2 of our Toms here. So we got Toms. We've got Sir Tom Couples and Sir Tom Houston, our Sergeant at Arms. And I haven't seen Sir Mick in a couple of weeks. Hope he's okay. Maybe on holidays or just too hot to go anywhere. Sir KJ on vacation since Thursday morning. Lucky you. I am on a enforced vacation, and by that I mean I am kind of stuck in my house because the air temperature outside is just brutal again, and we've got the Canadian wildfires have swooped in, and the air is just thick and brown right now. Hey, Sir Dave from Scott Rails, welcome in. Great to have you. Sir Andy from March West Junction is here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. Sir Andrew Lohman, great to have you here. So we got a lot of Sir Andrews here today. I want to kind of apologize for bombing the airwaves with a bunch of 15-minute videos this week. I really just wanted to get all those videos out. It was supposed to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, every other day, but some things came up and the one got delayed, and actually two got delayed. So it wound up being Thursday and Friday combined, one on Thursday, one on Friday. And that's a lot of information for me to be throwing out and for you guys to try to keep up on. So I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to get them all out. Yeah. Konnichiwa, Dave-san. These were, well, two of the three trains were actually part of the German trip. I bought them either while I was in Germany or literally the day I got home. And it was just waiting for them to arrive. The last one, the one that came out this morning, that I ordered right before we left Germany, but it was going to take 2 weeks plus another week to ship it. Because they didn't have it in stock. I got it at a really good price, and they shipped it. The shop shipped it here at a very fair price. It really was the same price as Lipa. So I was very pleased with that. Well, I'm glad people like the videos. There's always an element. There are people that, oh, you're just showing off all the new stuff you got. It must be nice that you could just keep buying trains. It's like, no, I can't just keep buying trains. I'm lucky I can buy quite a few trains, but I do save up. I have a budget. I put so much money towards it each month. And then every now and then, like this week, I might have been slightly smarter to say no, but my friend Tom contacted me a week and a half ago and said, you know, a couple of times you've mentioned you'd like a Canadian locomotive to go with your American locomotives. And I said, yeah. And he says, and you've mentioned you really like the Northlander. Yeah. And well, would you like one? I've been selling one on eBay. It's not selling. I'll give it to you for a much lower price than what I've been selling it for on eBay. And the price was doable. I had to move some things around. So that was kind of the surprise. And it was the most expensive of the three. The one that came in today, or actually it came in Wednesday, was relatively inexpensive. It was, for a EMU, it was the price of Midland hobby locomotive. It was in that price range. It wasn't more than the equivalent of 200 pounds for an EMU. EMU. Let me see. Anybody else coming in while I'm at it? The other thing is it's kind of a rant, so I apologize. I know, one of the weird things is that regardless of what it is, negativity sells. And I did post a negative video. It wasn't a negative video. People call my first impressions reviews. They're not in reviews. I'm not telling you whether to buy it or not to buy it. I'm literally just showing my reactions because I get a kick out of it, a personal kick. I enjoy sharing the enthusiasm and even the disappointment sort of live as it happens. When I do those opening bits, it is before I open the box. So when you see me test it, it's literally, I've just tested it, and then I sit in front of the camera and I tell you what I'm thinking. That's why it's called first impressions. It's not telling you whether, I never tell you whether to buy the model or why you should or shouldn't buy the model. I merely say, here it is out of the box, and here's what happened out of the box. Well, as you all know, or most of you may know, I had a steam locomotive, the little bastard sitting right here, as I decide which way I'm going to go with it. And out of the box, it was beautiful, but you saw the live test. I run it in, and then I do my incline test, which I've been doing for years now. It's supposed to be, it's a Woodland Scenics 2% incline, but when you measure it, it's closer to 3%. But still, that shouldn't be that drastic a deal. But I bought this thing specifically to go with my Orient Express car set. And this was a high-end Roco. So I figured it's high-end. It's going to have their best motor, their best decoder. And I don't know. I've had a couple of people tell me, actually, yes, this model, some people have had complaints that didn't have a lot of pulling power. And let me see. Anybody else come in while I'm at it? Hey, Sir Jean Ricard is, I think I skipped over his name. And Sir Andy 81E, great to have you. All you Andys, always love to have you. Any Andys in the background, great to have you. But anyhow, yeah, it was a dismal failure. I'm very angry. Even though I got it at half of its original listed price, it was new. Okay, this wasn't used. It was new stock. Now, guys, I'm connected to the car industry. When something's been sitting for 3 years, there are things you check. I would usually advise a person not to buy a car that was new, but has been sitting on a lot for 3 years, because they tend to just leave them sit there, and they're supposed to go out and start the engines every now and then, make sure they're okay. But a lot of times they don't, and things can seize up and freeze up. And if you don't go in and work on everything for a bit before. So I understand this with new locos. Even if it's new, if it's been sitting, I can't assume the shop has air conditioning and it's been a stable climate. So I take it out and look at it. Okay, I take it out. I may not know how to replace a motor in a locomotive, but I know what to look for, and I know when it's working and not working properly, because it's still an electronic motor, and I've got a lot of experience with those from my toy repair days. But anyhow, it didn't work. It was crap from the word go. I'm not saying this entire run was bad. I'm saying that loco was bad. But I had people, I don't know, people that I don't even know if they're subscribed to the channel. They came in and either, well, I'm clearly an idiot because they don't have any problems with it, or they have those cars and never had a problem, blah, 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 blah. And I just had way too many comments like that, or people like, well, did you check the traction tires? And all these doctors that assume you didn't do anything. No, I check that all. When it's not working, I check it all. I check them before I test it. Especially when it's been stock sitting for a while, I test it to see if it's okay. And that includes the traction tires. But when people just assume you haven't done anything, that annoys the crap out of me. I always assume people have tried certain steps. That's why I don't give advice on videos unless somebody specifically says, hey, I don't know how to build my table here. And I say, well, the way I do it is this, but maybe that's not when you would do it. I don't like giving other people advice because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're dealing with. I'm watching, and watching is not the same as being there and getting the big picture. So I was really agitated by a lot of comments. And I know a lot of you say, oh, you can't let it bother you. It did bother me. Whether I should let it bother me or not, it did bother me. And yeah, it annoyed the crap out of me. Well, the problem is when you're buying from an online shop from distances far away, Andrew, it's kind of hard to try it before you buy it. That's the problem with model trains. Even a lot of shops are not set up to let you try it. You go in, you buy it, and leave. They don't have a place to test it. A lot of the shops in Germany will ask you, would you like me to test it before you walk out of here? Yes, please. There are people, I remember Sam did a video a long time ago where he complained about where he bought a loco at a shop and they tested it before he left with it. No, he wanted to test it first, but that's how they do it. I think you should always ask the customer, do you want us to test it? Blah, blah. But the point is, it was a piece of crap. And the debate is, do I see if I can fix it? But people are like, oh, well, you should go in and do this and you should go in and do that. It's like, yeah, but if I do that, I void the warranty and I can't send it back. Even if I change the traction tires on it, that voids the warranty. If you do anything to it that changes. In fact, I probably have already voided the warranty because as soon as I took it out of the box, I put the smoke unit in it. That's technically changing it out of its out-of-box condition. So I have to call 3M in Florida and tell them the situation, tell them about the video. But I've been debating, or do I keep it and see if I can improve it? But once I decide to keep it and improve it, there is no send it back and get my money. But yeah, it was just, yeah, I'm very disappointed in that. But anyhow, I've got other stuff that I'm not disappointed in. So we should get to that. That's weird. All right. So hopefully I'm still here. Hey, sir. Hi. How are you? So, yeah, it was a dismal performance. And that's why I even gave it a second chance, like to just talk myself into keeping it. And Joyce came down and helped. And we ran it with a little 4-car set, and it couldn't handle that 4-car set, even on the flat. And then I gave it a lightweight 6-car set. Couldn't do it. And it pulled it. It did okay, but it definitely can't run on the outer loop. It can't run on the outer loops ever. It has to be, and I'm not going to spend the money I spent on that, even at half price, to have it limited to only short loop. Now, in defense, I tried 18 different locos to pull those Orient Express coaches. I tried 18 different locos. 3 of them pulled it up the incline, only 1 without a lot of effort. Now, that's not counting the 2 big diesel locomotives I pulled it with. They pulled it with no problem. But I tried 18 different steamers, and only 3 pulled it up the incline where I would risk doing it in a live stream. So there's something with those coaches that they are that heavy, and that's what I'm trying to get information. And again, I've got some guys go, well, I've never had any problems with those coaches, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, you get it. It happens. All right, so what am I running today? Well, today I decided to do, at least the outer loops are a North American theme. So let's get this all set up. In lane 1, making its triumphal introduction. Lane 1, we are running the Canadian Ontario Northlander in its TEE European version before they switched out some of the cabs for F7s because they had problems with the motors. There weren't spare parts. Some people say it was because they couldn't handle the Canadian winter. I've had other people tell me that's not really what happened. The problem was these were discontinued units in Europe, and so there weren't a lot of spare parts, and so F7s were available, so they just stuck F7s on them. I don't know what the truth is, and I don't care. This is the one I've got, and it looks cool, and we're going to hopefully have a lot of fun with it running today, so I am going to fire it up and get it moving. It does have Roco's built-in slow-speed build-up, so we'll see how it gets going, but I do like this a lot. And then what the hell? I've got my American Amtrak from about the same era, you know? Why not? Same era. So if I can make sure he's going the right way and get his lights on and get him moving. Come on. There you are. Sorry, I'm just making sure the Northlander is going okay. And then for the heck of it, I got this false flag, this non-existent Amtrak ICE3 ready to go. Although it was acting up in test runs. So I got to, and there it goes again. I think I've got a car I need to remove because it keeps derailing. So I'm going to move that off screen real fast. Okay, yeah, derailed and already created a short. What is your major malfunction, soldier? Which one is it? Yeah, it's you. You keep derailing right here on this bit of track. I thought I had you sorted. So do I take you out? Do I take you out, run you as a 5-car set? Because 2 cars actually derailed there. So I'm going to see if I can get it up to speed and have it run around. And then probably, no offense to the Canadian Northlander, or the Canadian Northlander, the Ontario Northlander. The one I'm kind of most excited about is this guy. I thought I set you up already. There it is. Huh. It's this Abellio. It's a 442. Joyce and I actually saw this in the Erfurt region. I think it was, we rode it from Weimar to Erfurt. And there it goes again. All right. Oh, every time it comes around this corner, it is derailing. Is that you? Dude. Okay. We take you out. And we will put you back together. Let's see if, seem to recall the last time I ran you, I had to remove a car. Not sure why, but didn't used to act up, but it's acting up now. All right, let's see if that sorts out that problem. Got a little bit of the gremlins early on. Actually, I should say it's just one train acting up. All right, and then I decided in the inner loops, I'm just going to run a bunch of my regionals. So no freight today, apologize. I will try to catch up with the chat as everybody's going. Hello, Eric. Is that Sir Eric and Sir Willie and Dan Cara from Bondan Eisenbahn? So let's get this 440 into motion. And oh, other way, dude. Oh my goodness. All right. I apparently I just can't run that, dude.
Yeah, I didn't give up on
I'm just gonna have to go one lane shy because it's same car right behind the power wagon.
That is derailing.
It's this one. It, for some reason, it is derailing.
Do you have another train you can grab and just replace it?
Oh, of course I do. It's just
Just
getting
easy.
it out and do it.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's rather frustrating, to be honest.
Well, let's go in your chair for a second. I'll say hi to all the people. So, hi guys. I won't be here long at all. I just thought I'd make a brief appearance. Anthony didn't tell you. Her daughter is doing a market, and I'm the only one available to help her, so I'm helping. Just hi to everybody. I don't know that I'll easily be able to respond individually here. So the family's all going to be here in about 10 minutes, including Cayenne. So, you know, Cayenne is going to end up down here, probably intermittent, as people can get him back upstairs. Our daughter Elizabeth is taking Cayenne's dad up to the airport because he's going to go down to Florida to deal with his mess. And then she's going to swing around and pick up our niece who's flying in for a reunion tomorrow. So there's a lot of things going on, a lot of directions. And of course, with the smoke, now they're trying to find a different venue. So they're kind of working on BNC, so we'll find out where we're going to go for this reunion. So it's just a lot going on. Hi, Sean. So I won't be here long. So let me scroll up and see all who said hi. Maybe on a different computer
No,
here.
I said I wasn't going to run freight. I guess I will run.
Yeah,
freight.
run a freight. That'll be fine.
Well, this is probably the quickest.
But you know they're okay. So, all right. Hi, Andrew. Hi there, Red Bridge Andy. Hi there, Scott from Bell Kirby. Hi there, Andy. Hi, Randall. Hello, Roland Blue. I don't know if I'm ever to the rescue, but I guess I'll entertain for a minute while he resets. Hi there, Tom. And hi there, Tom, right? Hi.
All right, we got to play.
Dino. Hello, Andy. All right, you coming back here?
No,
Hi,
I'm
Chuck
not.
Schreiber.
I've got to play.
Oh, Mr. Relio needs your help, he says. Okay.
Who needs my help?
Luke loves trains. Mr. Relio said he needs your help. All right.
Okay.
Hi there, Great Northern. That is Greg. Hi there, John. Hi, Tim. Hello, Mr. Railyard. Luke. Okay. Yeah, you can put the link to your group if you want. Okay. Can you tell people about TRHA? All right. So again, hi,
What is
everybody.
TRHA.
I don't know. What are you looking for?
I want to operate one loco. I got to move it out of the way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
So I can.
Yeah, so you can run them. Yeah, I understand.
Where is 440?
So, yeah, so, we've got the
There it is.
wildfire smoke. So we were watching the AQI, air quality index.
Stop.
It's supposed to improve here. Not enough for the family, though. Yeah, it's at 324 parts per whatever. And I don't know if anybody's explained what it is. Which over 100 is considered hazardous. So that's 3 times the normal level. So not good. I always should go grab a mask for what we're doing.
I got to get the 440 out of the way so I can move this freight around.
Oh, the 440's in the way?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, because 440 is on line 5 right now, and so is the freight.
Oh, gotcha. You gotta move
I
it.
want to move the freight.
Okay, so he's just moving things around a lot.
And then I got to pick the locomotive to.
Joyce is 8.5 on the Hassel meter.
Oh.
I was trying to do her own. I had to back up quite a bit in it again. Oh.
Can you hit the stop button on the CS3?
I will. Okay. All right, we're going to stop everybody so he can get that in the right spot. So patience with that all, please. But it'll be all right once he gets this. So we all know, let's face it, our those are pretty reliable trains. So it's just what it is.
ICE3 is acting up, or that.
Piko yeah, I don't know either. You can mess
around with it. Piko IC3. Well,
yeah.
We're on lane 2.
So yeah, it's perfectly fine. All of you can post your links. So you're putting them on lane 1, lane 2.
Putting it on
lane 2.
No,
okay.
No. Lane 2 is the.
You gotta keep everybody straight. Okay. You Randall, part of a group trying to form a non-for-profit in the state of Michigan called Traverse Rain Heritage Alliance. Okay. Gotcha. That's cool.
That. Oh my goodness.
So what lane are you putting him on? I guess
I don't know. We'll go your breast or something. Keep them distracted. At least the straight men.
A little high there. I can do my Daisy though. Daisy says, hit the like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. We really appreciate it when you push our buttons.
We appreciate it when you push our buttons.
Think about that.
There we go. Now you're on the correct lane.
Okay.
Now I got to decide who I'm going to run it with.
It was my niece messaging. She's on a plane and she's already in the smoke and didn't like it. So we're saying about 4:00. So about half an hour. It's really supposed to push out. That's winds coming out of a different direction. It's going to bring up the humidity.
All right, who wants to pull some freight?
What a terrible exchange there. The trains seem to be doing that on their own. Yeah, they sometimes do. Hi, Fresno, Jason. So, all right. I'm sure Anthony will be able to do that.
I'll be able to do what?
Donate to help their channels.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sure you will. You just have to have the link for it.
Yep.
Okay, you work for that guy.
Okay, so yeah, all right. Now I can get everybody running again and
Okay.
just
All
put
right.
him in place of the.
Do you want me to move back?
Yes, I would like you out of my chair,
Okay, you can do your command.
Captain or Mr. Sulu. I have the comm now.
Yep.
Okay, so everybody else in action. That ICE 4 is
Somebody has to talk
going
when they
off.
start, huh? What is that? Cheyenne turned 15 a couple of days. She's been out driving some. All right. She can't get her license till she's 16. I gotcha. Oh dear. Oh.
Oh, rats.
Yeah.
Oh, I am just dooming myself to misery here.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Was that open?
Oh, that's the one trick switch. So
Yeah.
apparently
Gotcha.
when I was moving.
Yeah. He always turned it off of it. Yeah. He had a. Whoop, somebody trying to go the wrong direction. Not the Loco, one of the cars.
The Loco got through, and then the car
Yeah,
said,
the cars
"No, we're
got
gonna
through.
turn on this turnout."
So anyway, yeah, we'll help. Jean asks, what about the electric locomotive from Märklin with the Jubilee
Who cares?
print? Yeah, no, he's got the.
I just need to get this through.
Oh, he put the Amtrak. Oh no, that is the Amtrak that's playing
This is
around.
the Amtrak that
Trying to see who you put
because
on
this is the trick double
point.
slip. This
Yeah,
is
it
the
wants to move. Okay.
where it's got the one loose one that vibrates open. The
Somebody's
key
still not
is
on.
yeah, I know.
Sorry.
It's a really bad day. It's been a bad week. It's going to be a bad day.
Yeah, well, he's a little worried about it today. I say there's so much going
Well,
on.
because that everything else, but also that
Okay,
Piko.
I think it's this one. That's on.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That Piko has been
Okay.
driving me mad.
Sure. Okay.
But I
he's
thought I
got
had it sorted.
All right. Keep talking.
That's that IC4 that whenever there's a short, it goes off.
It talks. What'd you stop it for?
Because I didn't want to hear that freaking buzzing nonstop.
Oh, okay.
I just have to get to my.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. It's just all a disaster
yeah, it's
today.
just gonna be one of those. So your patience, talk to each other. We'll see. Mike's away from me, so I don't think he can hear me anymore.
Oh, which one is it? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Normally it's that IC4.
Taking all his points.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, okay. I thought it might be him. You gonna place that one then?
No, now I'm going to put them on. I'm just going to get the rear railer for this one so I don't have to turn everything off.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Oh my goodness.
Except when it's going to
Didn't
do
start
that.
right, yeah. Hi guys, I hope you guys got to enjoy
Oh,
this.
for goodness sake, stop it.
Water motors. Yeah, the gremlins are here, but they were here all week. Anthony, my mom is here, so watch the language symphony.
Who said that?
Andrew, 156. His mom's there.
If
All
mom-
right, mom is here, so y'all have to be on your best behavior.
I don't obey those rules. It's a big world.
Anthony with the with all the gremlins on high.
All right. Well, at least I know it's the 648 acting up. So
Yeah. Your Amtrak looks okay now. All right. Another one.
I'm only 30 minutes in.
Miguel wants to go. I think he's not buzzing anymore. So that's
Right.
good.
That's all taken care of. He's sorted.
All right.
Now I just got to get that
You gotta
440
get
back
that
in
right.
motion.
You gotta get that one. So Lucas, do you have American or Piko Russian or Ukrainian train?
No, and I
He
won't
does
do
not.
Russian trains. And you can read into that all you want, but
Yeah.
yeah. I don't do Soviet era,
No offense
East German,
against people. Never offense against people.
but I have no interest in Russian trains or Eastern European trains, Cold War era.
Yeah, issues like that in the Christmas display. I I imagine everybody here has had issues like this. We're all trained people, so you understand.
Yeah, just unfortunately, it really just started with one train, and that just kind of set everything else off. So,
All right, Hi, you take care.
all right, goodbye, Hi.
Water your plant.
So I need to move this one to the 218.
You're going to adjust to that just slightly. Oh, lights are on. It's a good stuff. Yeah, I heard Anthony say, because I have him here on my tablet upstairs. I wasn't put you on my phone. There it is.
Oh, wait.
You got me here.
Somebody's going the wrong way.
It feels like possibly the worst for your problems. Okay.
Oh, why is that guy going the wrong way? Because I put him going the wrong way. That's why. Hey, 442, you is going the wrong way.
Oh, boy.
No, you're going the right way. What's throwing me off? I had him going the right way. Line 4 should be going that way.
Wouldn't you know, it'd be the ones with barely any detail. So not the pretty ones. No, not the... Okay, I'm going to take it off. So track 3. All right, I think...
No, it's...
I think we're good.
Oh, I do have track 3 going the wrong direction. Yep. Ah, well, I'll just have 2 going the same way today.
That makes sense, Luke. And all more power to you.
Yeah, it's line 3 that's off.
Oh, going the wrong way? Okay. Well,
yeah, line 3 is the one that's off. All I would have to do is stop it and
change its direction. Yeah.
Well, the coupler from
John says the container train's going wrong.
Yeah, that's line 3. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Day late, dollar short.
Oh, hi, 3 Spikes. I'd say you didn't miss much other than Anthony changing.
Oh, and I still got to get the bottom going here. All right, let's get.
And all kinds of fun things.
So anyhow, on the floor. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Why didn't you let me do that?
So, Anthony, my mom asked yesterday what family member lives in Scotland.
I have no known family members. My family left it's a weird story. We are from, on my mother's side, she is descended from a gentleman named Colonel William Crawford, who came over from Scotland to Virginia in the 1700s. He fought in Washington's army. And then after the American Revolution.
Hi, Puff Candy.
Hey, Puff Candy Andy. After the Revolutionary War, he was sent into this region to quell a Native American war. And he got massacred. And he was infamously burned at the stake.
After they did other horrible things to him.
Yeah, they tortured him and then burned him at the stake. And there's a statue to him, but he's my 9th generation back. So
poor Grandpa Crawford.
Anybody with the last name Crawford in Ayrshire County, Scotland, could be a potential cousin of mine. Right. But it's so distant. It's.
Yeah, we're talking over 200 years.
Yeah, 300 years, really close to 300 years. So yeah, I don't have any family that it's 9 generations back. It's not like 1 or 2 generations. It's 9 generations back. It's the Germans. 3 of my 4 grandparents were born in Germany, including a great grandson of Colonel Crawford. So one of his great granddaughters was born here in the United States, married a German immigrant to the United States. He decided to go back to Germany. She went with him. And then the family stayed over there and became the Willems family. They married in, and somebody was named Willems down that line. And then a great-granddaughter of that marriage granddaughter, moved to the United States with my grandmother when she was 6 or 7 years old.
Second generation Dutch. Okay.
I'm interested in modern Eastern European trains. I'm just not into Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do military trains of any era, and I don't do Cold War Eastern Bloc trades. I mean, I'm happy enough. I've already expanded German to Austria to Czech Republic now, post-war or post-Cold War, because I've got a couple of Czech trades. And obviously today I'm running 3 North American trades, and I've got 2 UK trades on the bottom. Somebody is hitting a spot and it's causing a slow down, but I guess I'm just going to have to live with things working a little awkward today. I did not run these in as well as I would have liked to. I ran them in just a couple of loops when I set them up, but I was doing those videos and then editing your videos.
A newbie, Julian Nutza.
Ah, well.
Seems to know a few people, perhaps. So.
Well, hello, Julian Mirza. Welcome, welcome. Let's get united here. But I got to get the bottom started. My UK friends are wondering, hey, when are you going to get to that? All right, Julian Mirza, you are now, I declare you a knight of the Rhomboid table.
Hear that, Spikes.
See, all of a sudden there's that little slowdown.
Northlander.
Okay, now let's go and finally change the camera because we haven't changed the camera.
That's sort of a nod to our Canadian friends. Yeah, we're running late as per usual.
Well, we're running early. That's a problem.
It's just going to drop.
Oh, well, thank you, Julian. I'm very pleased to have just acquired it.
To be set up by 5.
So anyhow, let's get to the floor view
and
get these guys
I gotta find
in
an
motion.
inhaler.
I'm running a couple of.
And what else? Oh, mask.
Well, except I gotta talk the one into moving.
Yeah,
Well,
I know that's closer to your area, and that makes sense.
Oh, watch your feet, Joyce.
Sure is.
Oh, one of them days, man. One of them days.
Okay. Len just got out the door, of course. Oh. So apparently we can get the Eagles Hall, but the electricity's out, which means no AC. So they will let her know when it gets fixed. It could be an if. Well, it's just been one issue after another. I'm sorry I'm shouting because I wasn't near the camera. I'm going to turn you on with that. Oh, for heaven's sakes. How come you're not on the top? I gotta go to subscription. They're always on the top.
Whew. The ozone, man. The ozone.
You have bad air. Just go outside.
Hello, Sir Andre. Wie geht's? Wie steht's?
Yuck. Part of the country are you in, 3 Spikes? Andre has some severe thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we've had. That's pretty much what we've had, 3 Spikes. We're not in the hundreds in the heat index, but mid-upper 90s now.
Well, that is rare for you, isn't it, Andy? Yeah, I'm early because I'm leaving. But not as early as I'd like to. Yeah, it just feels like 90. Yeah, still 324 on air quality. Ah, so good.
Is the little guy running around? There he is. Okay.
I think everybody's going.
Now would be a good time to
Maybe
add a
going
commercial.
on another borrow.
No, now would not be a good time to add a commercial.
Or as long as they pay you well.
Oh, no. Okay, that's just that issue. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. We really love any type of mass transit. It makes so much sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hello, Greg. My goodness, you got up early. So hello.
Well, he was.
Give Heather my best.
He's in the hospital.
Oh, he says it's 5:41. Is he? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Unless you're home again. He posted the other day he was in the hospital.
We're around 90, which I think is 26.
Oh, that's cool. No problem. I like to help anybody grow their channel. Sometimes I can help. Hello, Sir Miller Watson. How are you? And Sir Raymond of Legs.
Hi, Miller Watson. That's what I don't know. Martin
So
Carrots
who
is
here is from the
Scotland.
United Kingdom? We got a lot of guys from the United Kingdom
Yeah,
here.
we sure do.
I'm a global spanning enterprise.
Okay, I sure hope so, Randall. Okay, you'll be on at 7 p.m. Okay.
See, as they start to warm up, these guys start going really fast.
Yeah. Wish that else. Oh, you got home yesterday. Good. Well, I hope you're enjoying being home and feeling enough better to be home.
Okay. Like I said, it really was just the Piko. The Piko set everything else off because it flipped on the point, and that sets off the one guy with its.
I bought ice, but I don't.
What?
This will be indoors, so maybe isn't as useful.
I wonder if it would have
Yeah,
handled
drinks
line 3
and
better.
stuff.
It just kept derailing, same spot coming around here, and then I got it
From England,
not to
settled in
derail.
Canada. Maybe slightly political. Good job.
What's that?
Nothing.
We'll do what we can, Luke.
Yeah, we will help.
Hello, Sir Leslie.
what,
Nice
can you
to have
put
you
a-
here.
Can you put a link in the chat? You got a PayPal or something?
Yeah,
Or,
Luke, if you've got a link to the fundraiser or the
Yeah.
official site, copy and paste it and put
yeah,
it in
put
the
it
chat.
in.
Your parents came from England and settled in Canada. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of expatriates from the UK islands that continue to move to Canada or some of the other dominions.
Yeah.
And the immigration laws make it relatively easy to do that.
Right.
It would be a little harder for me to go and emigrate to Canada than it would be for somebody from the UK to emigrate to Canada. You emigrate to, you immigrate
Okay,
into.
Andy. Gotta take care of those plants. I get it. He's coming back. I said he was going to water the plants.
Oh,
Bye. We'll talk about that one later. Oh, man.
watering the plants with a water can. Is that what you call it now?
Use the watering cans for the front ones. There's more white coming up than red.
Yeah,
You
the
do have
reds
one
were
red
not
off.
healthy when we got back.
Well,
Everybody seems to be doing all right.
you're
The
waiting
two
for
could
Liz's
probably use a
plant
little bit
to
of
bloom.
oomph.
It's growing like mad. I really resurrected it from near death, but it hasn't flowered yet.
I'll give it a little more juice.
Hose pipe ban at the moment? Okay. Huh.
You got a lot of friends who are former employees. That's cool.
That's all right. Again, we don't have any problem with people. We don't care where you're from.
Yeah, I'm not against the country of
Everybody
Russia
gets
or any. I just
everybody gets a
don't
fair
do
shake.
communist bloc trains.
Yeah. Well,
And I guess I still boycott.
Right. That's all right. You have a lot of trends.
Yeah, it just it
Go far.
becomes
You're
a
not-
political
You are not going
discussion,
to
which
please everybody.
we don't want to get into.
It's all right.
But yeah, I just thought the Amtrak here
No?
looked like a good companion for the Northlander.
Northlander, sure.
I just thought it looked like a
You're
really
on
good
the same
companion for the
continent.
Northlander.
Okay, that's fine, Andra. Wow, yeah, the Carlisle like downpour.
But, you know, things change. I mean,
Hey, Curly.
3 years ago, 4 years
Right.
ago, 4 years ago, I was saying I'm not into steam.
Yeah.
Now look.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
I used to say I'm not into steam. Jean
Yeah,
Ricard
the
loves to remind me of that all the
horse pipe
time.
band
Anthony, remember when you
where
used to
you
say you
are.
weren't into steam? Now I have 30 steam locos,
Wow.
something like that. I don't know how many steam locos I have.
Hose pipe band. Sorry, I added an R there. Hose pipe band?
Oh, hey, Lee.
Is that due to a water shortage? Dwight's here too.
No, don't worry about it. I'm just saying that to be clear. You haven't implied or accused
He's
anything.
happening.
I just say that to be clear because I
absolutely
don't want
not.
somebody to think
Yeah,
that's
no, you're fine.
what I'm saying.
Steel trains, do what you want.
You're into steam.
And we aren't going to get everything.
See,
Water shortage.
I
makes a lot
can't
of
say
sense.
I'm not into steam. I can only say now I
Are you guys
prefer the modern era.
Are you
but
guys in a drought?
But if you look at all my recent purchases, the vast majority, I'd say 50% have been steam-related locos. You look at the number of locos I have bought over the last 2 years or so, I would say about half have been steam for somebody not into steam.
I didn't think drought in the UK went too well. I mean, obviously Ireland, but although that wasn't even a drought, that was blights that made people leave. Potato blights.
Indeed.
3 weeks with no rain.
3 weeks, no rain? Wow.
That's got to be a record of some sort. I decided out of all the weather we've had where they have warning days, I dislike the brown air the most.
Yeah. Now,
I deal with almost anything else.
I don't think I got a chance to tell you about.
Oh, Jason, you are not wrong.
Indeed. That's an absolute.
He did his Oktoberfest with his
the one that would be
steamers, right? Because he has 6 lanes, and every hour he traded out his steamers, so he has a minimum of 18.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot more than that.
Because I think you were
Because
putting
I was also
steamers
down there too. If you count the DC, yeah.
So
no, I've got a lot of
You
steamers
got to add
now.
6 more, so 24. Yeah, he's got a lot of steamers for just being modern.
Oh no, I've bought
fact,
at least 3 steamers since I did that live stream,
The
Tim.
original plan was just trains we'd
ridden on.
ridden on, which was dangerous enough because we keep riding on new trains.
All right.
So that rule has gone out the window, except it's still effective because he wants to get trains that we ride at least a lot. Oh, it's painful to look at them.
Yeah, 3
we
BLIs, Broadway Limited steamers on pre-order.
We can't
Probably.
go in our river, which is a terrible shame because we had a chemical spill further down river, which killed a whole lot of fish, well over 20,000. And, animals that were eating the fish were dying from it. So we don't want to go in the water, even though we're quite a ways upstream. We do not want to go up the water. So sadly, the water is higher than it's been at this time in 3 years because we've gotten some rain to a lot of rain, where we were officially in droughts the last 2 years from midsummer through the winter. Okay, Randall. Randall's grabbing stuff because it's going to rain where he is. There's a chance of rain tonight, but I don't think so. Oh, that's good, Andy. We always got to take care of them, don't we? In fact, I will go so far to say we are an absolute slave to our plants in the summertime. Okay, Raymond. Yeah, you're in a drought. Yeah, sure. 9 inches. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. And that's what we're doing. One of the islands in Lake Erie got somewhere between 15 to 17 inches over 2 days. A lot of it came in a pretty short time. That's just an insane amount of water. I am going to guess that's Lynn here. So I'm going to go up because we're going to have to go pretty fast. All right. Bye, everybody.
Oh, Joyce is taking off.
Yep. Yeah, I got a mask.
Uh-oh. Hi. Hang on. No, you be careful. Where'd you go? You got chocolate or something on your face. You want to come up and say hi? Here, I'm going to move this here. All right, hang on. I'm going to move, since you're going to sit here. Oh, okay. Hang on, Kyan. Opal wants to turn this camera around. Oh, dude, you're making this so hard. There we go. Hang on. Yeah. No, don't touch the microphone. Yeah, that works. I'll leave it alone. No, don't touch the cameras, dude. If you're going to start touching stuff, I'm going to have to send you upstairs.
Okay.
What are you doing? What? Are you just going to keep chanting that? Are you just going to keep chanting that? All right. You need to go upstairs if you're going to act like that. I need you to be on your best behavior. Now, you want to see yourself on camera?
Yeah.
All right. I'll do this one. Where is it? There. So there you are right there. Kyan is 5. Really, 5.5. About 5.5.
He was saying that.
Right here, a guy named Jason, Fresno Jason, I know you don't read, asked, how old is Kyan? Jean Ricard said, you are the star of the live stream today. Dino, our friend Dino said, Kyan!
And I know you usually say Dino in a strong
Dino! Right, in a strong voice, because that's kind of Dino's style. Oh! Yep, this is my... Oh, turned 5 today. Well, happy birthday to... Is it Brielle? And Andre Eckert, who lives in Germany. Because you're all excited. You said you want to go to Germany, didn't you? Oh, dude, chill out. Hey. Hey, settle down. There's too many controls here.
What did he just say?
Andre Eckert said hello from Germany. He said nice to meet you. And hi, Anthony. Yeah, he is growing up, Andy. Very fast. Although with his baby sister on the way, he's hit the, kids go through that stage where all of a sudden they want to act like babies again. So he's doing all the baby talk stuff just to be funny. You got a sister coming, don't you? Are you getting excited for you? Hey, sit here and talk to me. And talk to the people on the camera. Yeah. Do you want to talk about having a sister? me timber on you. See, yeah, that me stuff has suddenly started this week. Literally just this week. Me want to do this. Me going here. Yeah, I babysit him 3 days a week, and I'm dead afterwards. Oh, what? I can't hear you over a 5-year-old. No, just Kyan and me. Oh, are you going to play bongos? Fine, then I'm going to play guitar. Okay, watch your feet. Watch your crazy feet. Hey, is Chris Model Train Aficionado here? Cool. Hi there, Sir Chris. Oh my goodness, dude. Can you dial it down to 5? You're like a Spinal Tap amplifier. You've got an extra notch that goes up to 11. Maybe 12. Oh, dude. You've got a audience, so you're going to show off, are you? Yeah. Well, there. Now the audience can't see you. Yeah. Ha, ha, ha. No, until you settle down. No, don't leave. It wasn't on. So now all you did was mess it up. Dude. It's all right. I don't mind, really. Hey, where are you going? God, don't touch that stuff. You know better. Now you're there.
Can you go back on the all of the camera?
Hang on. What camera you want? You just want this one. There you are. Yeah, right up there. So what are you trying to show? Oh, you dropped it. Oh, you got your horses. You got your HO scale horses. Probably the best way to show them, Kyan, is to hold them like that. Did you drop one? I thought it looked like you dropped one. Watch your toes. Yeah, in some ways he is, although at least unlike a cat, he doesn't crawl up on the table and knock things over. Oh. Yeah, hey, Sir John, how are you? Dude. Oh, no problem. Don't. You're going to scare all my... Dude. Okay, can you sit still for a few minutes now? All right, because people like to see the different camera angles, okay? So we'll go over here and watch these guys going through, okay?
Can you watch the one down here so I can see myself again down there?
Well, you can't really see yourself down there, or are you going to make it so you can see yourself down there? Yep, there you are. Now, they can't see your head. No, get down. Don't get that close. See, here's the camera, Kyan. Here's the camera. So if you want your face on camera, you have to move your head down. All right, so now we're going to move you. Okay, you're still on, but now you're just a little corner. No, don't touch the camera, dude. Oh my gosh. Opa, you are not paying enough attention to me, so I shall do all this. And now if you look up there, you're on that camera. Way up in the corner of the room. Do you see it up there?
I'm up in that camera.
You're in that camera.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Sandal.
Let's see.
I can see everything.
Well, the big thing, Kyan
Kyan
is our only grandchild for 2 more months. 2 more months. Because your sister is coming in September. So you got 2 more months.
Freeze the camera! Run the camera!
Dude.
Run the camera!
Yeah, this is a boy. This is a boy who stopped taking naps at the age of 2. He went about 2 weeks. Okay. I need you to be quiet for a few minutes, okay? Okay. He learned that if he held it and waited till I put him in his bed here for his nap, that he could let it go while he was in bed at just going down for his nap, and he would yell from his bed, I'm poopy, because he knew I'd have to come and change him. And then he's like, well, I'm awake. Hey, Sir Aaronville, how are you? Yeah, it is very unfocused. And, but yes, he's already been diagnosed. He's on a spectrum. All right, you need to be good. Oh, dude, you can bump the train and cause them to crash. Oh, dude, you are such a crazy dude. Here, let's show that camera. Oh, wait, let's catch this camera because we got the Amtrak going one way and we got the Northlander. See, this is a new one. You haven't seen this one. That's Opa's new one right there in the front. That's called a Northlander. It's from Canada. And then I got another new one that's over there.
Sorry, I'll get those glasses.
No, I'll get them. Oh. Hey, do I have to send that for your dad? Yeah, Huggy. Huggy is right. Oh. Yeah. Indeed, Julian, indeed. I mean, he does. I mean, I'm autistic and ADD. Joyce is ADHD. So it runs in the family. Oh, hey, Lee, you're liking the freight trade? Dude. Are you really going to be crazy with me? You know what? Opa's going to do something silly.
What?
There, like that. That was silly. Yes, that Northlander came from Holland. Yeah. Well, oh, no. Do not climb up to the top of that chair. You will fall and hurt yourself. Oh, you're like your Aunt Elizabeth. Elizabeth just like to climb. Uh-oh, now you're stuck.
Hey, let me go, okay?
Oh, no. And by the way, everybody, I have a bad habit of remembering how to pronounce this, but the C-A-R go-to, the Sear go-to, that is my son-in-law, Chris, the father of this dude here. So K-R or Sayer go-to, that is my son-in-law, Chris. Normally, Kyan comes in with his mom, Lindy, but my Joyce told you my daughter is opening a booth at our county fair, and she needed help, so Joyce was going to help her. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, dude. Hey, what about these horses? I thought you had more than two. Yep, there's a third one on the floor. Oh, you leave them on the floor, they get broken, and then you don't have them to play with. There. What kind of car is this? No, what kind of car is it? What kind of car is it? What's Opa's favorite car?
What, Germany?
No, actually, it's the one thing not from Germany. Luke, no, I did not, but welcome to our club. All right, well, Dave, Sir Dave, Kiwi Dave, hope you're well. What cars does Opa have everywhere? Dodge Charger, right? Dodge Chargers. Yeah, Dodge Charger. All right, Kyan, when you wave it around like that, they can't see it. It's too close to the camera, and then it just becomes a big blur. That camera up there? Yeah. Don't run that on this track. Well, you did, whether you tried to or not. You could get some of the box cars out of there and play with them, but only on the normal two tracks. You can even play with these two cars if you want. And here's the re-railer. You know how to do the re-railer, right? Don't crash them together. Here, I don't know if anybody can see this. We'll go.
Everybody, watch me.
Kyan's using a re-railer. He uses it more than I do. Uh-oh, did you get it set? Oh, it's not. Oh, wait, you got it on a little bit of a bump there. There you go. Now it should work. No, you've already got the trains on, dude. Yeah. You take that back, Jean Ricard, or I won't be your friend anymore. Don't you ever suggest I don't afford. Yeah, the thing is, Luke, he is not really into trains. He gets into them for a bit, and then he loses interest really fast. Hey, Bohemian, thank you. I really love it, mostly because Joyce and I saw it and rode on it in Erfurt. It actually should not have been in the Erfurt area. I don't know why it was. What?
Can I drive the blue tiger on here?
No.
Aw, can I have Emma again? Emma, I miss you.
Yeah, Emma is not working right now. I don't know if we shorted her out last time you played with her a few months ago. You need a locomotive. Not right now. Not with the live stream going. I've got too many trains to watch as is. But yeah, Kyan says every now and then Kyan will say, let's run trains. And he picks a train out. We set it up. And within 2 minutes of it running, he's like, okay, can I go do this now? Can I go do that now? And he's off the trains. But since Bohemian has talked about the Luther Express 442, which is coming into view right now, that guy right there, couple of little interesting things. We rode it in Erfurt, but it shouldn't have been in Erfurt. That actually goes back to 2019, and it ran in a different German state. It was supposed to run between Eisleben, the town where Luther was born, and Wittenberg and a few towns in Luther's history in another state. But the company Abellio apparently brought it down, and they've been running it from Wittenberg to Eisenach. Wittenberg, where he posted the 95 Thesis.
I think I have
And
a locomotive stuck on my train.
oh no, you can't. This one,
I'm trying
yeah, this one you can't play with because he's kind of broken.
to get it off.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't want that locomotive.
Actually, he's not broken. He just sucks. He's not a good locomotive, but I can't have you playing with him because Opa's going to send it back to the store where I bought it.
Can I get one train?
All right. Any cars you want are in this drawer. Did you forget? All your cars and people that you like to play with are in this drawer.
Oh, even some strangers like
Anything in there is what you get to play with when Opa doesn't let you get the other stuff out. That's all stuff you can just get out. Opa's not. You know, I don't like to say no when he wants to do trains, but yeah, he's got very short where he's into it, watches it, and then, okay, I'm done. Can I do something else now? We do have things like he got into Star Wars. So we've had 3 weeks here where all we did was play Star Wars, both before I went to Germany and when I came back. Now he's back into Paw Patrol. So we play with all his Paw Patrol toys. And he will focus on that. The thing is, he likes to have adventures, but he likes the adventures to end quickly. Opa, they're going to go up to the hike to the top of this mountain and then have an emergency and they have to get rescued. Okay, well, he'll do that in 5 minutes. And then he's like, okay, we need a different adventure. Hello, Eugene Kleiss. I've had a week, but I think overall I'm okay. Joyce was here earlier because she can't be here later. Joyce is already gone. She's helping my daughter run her booth at the county fair. And my grandson is here. Oh, I'm huge into Star Wars, at least the original 3 movies. And I did like Phantom Menace. After that, they were, bleh. That's just an opinion. You're free to love them all. My opinion does not say other people should agree with my opinion. It's just my opinion. I like both. But again, the original series and some seasons of Next Generation. But all the, Star Trek Discovery, Deep Space Nine, I never got into those. Babylon 5, loved it. Oh, you need me to connect them? Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, he can't connect until he gets all the way on the track, okay? Because then his wheels or his connector is at a bad angle. And then once they're together, you just go, boing, and you just say, come on, join together, come on, join together. And then a lot of times they won't join together. And then you have to say, dude, either join or I won't play with you. And then suddenly they join. Oh, he's kind of off the track. I'll get him set up for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are so ticky. Do you want me to go? Oh, they're joined together. Why are they all derailing? I can come through there. Okay, let's see there. Oh, they might be bumping this. I got to move this stuff out of your way. Oh, this is that E44 I'm getting ready to work on. And then the camera trains. I haven't put those on in a while. I should probably set those up. You need a good locomotive. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me find you a locomotive. I just got to move some things here, okay? My scale is HO 3-rail. It's obviously, it's not obvious. I primarily European trains. I use the Märklin train system, which is 3-rail track, free rail trains. Let me guys put you on the multi-view here. I know some of you on phones that drives you crazy. I'm just going to move a couple of things here because Kyan wants to. All right, what locomotive do you want to play with? The what? Blue Tiger? He's a big one. You're not going to necessarily have a lot of room to move him around, but but you want the Blue Tiger. Here, let me get all these guys.
Oh, hey. This guy doesn't have any connector.
Yeah, some of them you broke them off. Oops. I took the rear rail away. So do you want the Blue Tiger or do you want me to pick a smaller one?
No.
You want a smaller one?
Oh. I'm picking a shell. I'm picking a shell.
Hey, you want to play with the silly Beethoven train?
What?
This guy right here.
I want smaller than that.
You want what?
Smaller than that.
Oh, smaller than that. Do you want a steam locomotive?
Yeah, that's
Hey, how about one of the KLBMs? Like this guy.
Ooh, he's amazing. He's gonna be perfect.
Okay, let me plug in the controller. Sorry, guys, I'm ignoring the chat all day, nonstop. My apologies. Entertaining the grandson, trying to keep him from. Oh, we did something. Oh, you got all your people on their little flying ship.
Just saying, yeah.
Okay. Oh, see, you got. Look at that. You got such a long train. Which lane do you want him on? Which lane do you want him on? This one? Okay.
I want to try to make this place.
Okay. Wait a second. I got to plug this in, dude.
Opa, I can make this thing bigger. This train thing.
I can't make it. You can't make it any bigger. There's no room. Okay, hang on. Beep, 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 beep. I got to get you the controller out. Right. We did not want that to happen, and that happened. There we go. Okay. Now this is going to take a couple of seconds because I think he's got to load in first. Oh, we got to take him out of stop mode. Hang on. He's got to load up yet. Wait. Is he in there already? Huh. Let me try to do this one. Yep, there he goes. Okay, he's already in there. That's why he didn't load up. Okay, do you remember how to change direction? Okay, see the arrow. Whoops. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, the arrow points what direction he's going. So right now it says he's going that way. Do you remember how to change direction? You push the red. You push the red button in. Now see how the arrow's set? Now it says he'll go the other way. Now make sure he doesn't crash. Make sure he doesn't crash. Uh-oh, that's it. Yeah, you got to remember how to stop, right? Okay, you remember how to hit the stop button?
Okay. Derailed.
Well, he'll actually re-rail. That's why I said you might have too long a train. You might want a couple of shorter cars. Maybe take off one of these long guys. Maybe these two big long guys there. Uh-oh, what did you just pull off? You just pulled off a coupler, dude. That's why this guy's coupler. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful when you try to take them apart. You can't just yank them apart. But it's been a while. Okay, you know how to use the re-railer. And there's the controller.
Can you turn around.
Oh, what? You want him to face this way? All right, but then he'll go the reverse way. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, well, my problem is I grew up with the original Star Wars. I was 13 when the first movie came out. And the thing is, at the time, George Lucas specifically said when he released Empire Strikes Back in 1980, and I was 16 when that one came out.
We need to move him a lot forward, not tracking for the left end.
Wait, we need to move him where?
Down to the end of the train.
Oh, you want him down there? Okay, so we'll take him off the track. Let's move these cars out of the way, right?
Yes.
All right, and we will put him here. Okay, he's ready to go. Add 20 years and they're a lot easier to deal with. Well, you could definitely reason with them more. I don't know if they're easier to deal with. The problems you deal with them are different. It was easier to deal with my own kids at this age because, you know, this is not my child. It's my child's child. And my child sets the rule with her child. So if she says he's not allowed to have any chocolate while he's here, Opa usually doesn't break that rule. If he's not allowed to have this or he's not allowed to do that. Yeah, sometimes I give you a little piece of chocolate anyhow because grandparents are allowed to break the rules sometime. That's the whole point. We had strict rules with the kids and then we break them with the grandkids. Oh, well, that's cool. We'll welcome them in. But yeah, go back to that Star Wars talk. Is George Lucas in 1980 announced what the three movies were, that the first three movies were the story of how Darth Vader became, or how Anakin became Darth Vader. And then movies 7, 8, or stories 7, 8, 9 were Luke Skywalker restoring the Jedi Order. And I was very offended that Disney, once they acquired the rights to Star Wars, just threw the Luke Skywalker story under the bus. And basically all they did was bring in a new character and retell the Star Wars stories. Because, you know, the sequels, 7, 8, 9, are really just 4, 5, and 6 rehashed. They just literally retell the same story, except now it's Rey and not Luke. But it's the same story. You know? And in movie 3, the future Jedi and savior of the Jedi finds out that their father was the evil villain. No buzz. Hey, Gaza 1858, welcome in. Oh, yeah, but you forgot to stop it. Now he's... Hit stop. Stop is here. You got to watch him. You can't come and make sure I'm on camera or you're on camera doing it. And then you got to change direction. You did a great job, but you got distracted and you let them crash. You know how to stop these. You know how to stop these. You've done this dozens and oops, yeah, these two guys, their things crash. The thing is, you got to hit that stop button or press the red button in to change his direction before he crashes into the wall, right? You remember that? Here. Are you going to do it again? Okay. And then when you want him to run, you got to... Okay, he's going the other way again. You got to hit the button and change his direction. There you go. Now speed him up slightly. God, I got so many wires everywhere. I really need to detangle all these wires. All right, are you ready to run them? Here, bring it here. Let me see. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. There he goes. Okay. Yeah.
one.
No, don't fill up all the bars. Yeah.
No, I mean just all full of
Other way. Other way. There he goes. He's going. Are you watching? There he goes. Oh, look how slow he's going. That's on one speed step. Look at him go. Boy, he's chugging along slowly here. Cayenne, unlike his Opa, Cayenne likes to shunt. I'm not into shunting. Cayenne likes to shunt.
Excuse me, Opa.
Yeah? Dude.
Sorry, my
Okay, now we gotta hit stop. What do you need?
I said sorry to my own train. I want to see my train on camera.
Dude, if I have to keep fixing these, then are you done playing with it?
You said I knew first. You said I knew to try.
All right, wait a minute. Opa's got to put it all back together again. These guys have all different eras and... Okay, now... All right, you'll have to back them up. Changes their... Oh, other way. You had them backed up. My fault. Hit stop. Now speed them up. There he's coming. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Yeah, these guys were still derailed. Hit stop. Hit stop. Oh, these guys keep locking their couplers together. Two different coupler companies. And his coupler is now left. All right. Okay, which way do you want them to go? Okay. Okay, you got him going. He's going to need a little more juice. There he goes. That means he needs a little more power. In other words, you got to speed him up just a little bit. I mean, you got to go. Oh, okay. Now watch him. Oh, you stopped him. Good job. There he goes. He's trying. You're confusing him. You're hitting the button. You keep pressing the button down. Uh-oh, hang on.
Roco, can you picture the camera with me?
Oh, apparently Opa needs to clean the track. Because, yeah, he's going skip, 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 skip. Yeah, the track is really dirty. Opa has not cleaned these tracks in a while. The practice track. What are you doing on my phone? Dude, you're such a troublemaker. No, that wasn't an invitation to go crazy. All right. Let Opa catch up with the chat. Oh, Randall Ellison says he likes your shirt.
Yeah. Welcome. Whee!
No, you're supposed to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for loving my shirt.
You silly. Dude.
We walk around.
All right, you can walk around. Just take it easy.
Me stand up on.
I don't remember, Gaza.
Me so big, knock, 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 knock.
Yeah, I had not really heard of Star Wars, and my friend Eddie, the following 2 weeks after it opened, my friend Eddie is like, "Hey man, Anthony, have you seen the new Star Wars movie?" And I'm like, "What Star Wars?" He's like, what do you mean what Star Wars? Everybody's talking about it. It's like, no, I haven't seen it, you know. And it's like, well, come on, come with me. We're going to go see it again. And so I asked my parents, can I go? And my dad's like, well, I ain't giving you any money for it. I was like, Dad, I'm used to that. I got my own money. And I was 14 and had been caddying, so I had money to go. So we went, I think we paid $1.25 to see it. Okay. Hey, I need you to sit down and let Opa finish telling the story real quick. Hey, let Opa tell a story. All right. So we went into the theater, we sat down, and the opening titles come in. Okay, epic. And then the little starfighter comes over, Princess Leia's little ship, and then that big, and this is back when theaters were putting in that sense around, and that big Star Destroyer comes over the top of the screen, blasting its red lasers. Boo boo, boo boo, boo boo. And I just was like,
hello.
and I was that way for 2 hours or however long the movie was. And then
I'm seeing my back.
and he's like, it was awesome, wasn't it? I was like, oh my God, this was so awesome. And we did something kids of my neighborhood did. We hid in the crowd trying to sneak out, and then we ducked back, hid behind the curtains. And after about 10 minutes, when the cleaning crews left, we snuck out and sat in the chairs again. We went out, hid in the crowd real quick, and then snuck back in and sat down and watched it again. I came home. My dad was, how long was that movie? I was like, I watched it twice. Why would you watch a stupid movie twice? You just saw it. You wouldn't understand, Dad. You wouldn't understand. And yeah, I was. And I couldn't wait. When my kids were younger, I think my son was 4. All right. I must send upstairs to your dad if you don't stop.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you later, Jet. I'll go upstairs and then I'll come right back down. Bye.
You gotta go upstairs? Okay.
Just for a second. I need to do one thing.
Yeah, okay. You don't need to share what that one thing is. Okay, so we got technical. I forget which one. All I know is they always mix green and red, and later on, green became good guys, red became bad guys. Red lightsabers versus blue and green lightsabers. But yeah, that was epic. Just coming over the top and just, oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the plot was a simple plot. It's a cowboy, it's a Western. Good guys, bad guys. The bad guys are bad. The good guys were good. No gray area. And I love that kind of thing. I'm still that way. I'm a Boy Scout. There's good, there's bad. And yes, there's a gray area in reality, but my movies don't need to reflect that gray area. The bad guy that's kind of good, the Deadpools of the world. And don't get me wrong, I love the first Deadpool movie. The second two, Hey, KJ, the first movie Joyce and I went to together was 1984 Dune. David Lynch's Dune. And then the second movie we went to was a bizarre, Joyce went with me to Dune, so I went to a women's romance film. It was the actor Joe Woods or whatever his name is. You crashed him into the wall. And something curved, Dead Man's Curve was the. All right, you can't blast it up that high. Okay, that's enough, dude. You're not focused enough. Yeah, they did. And you could clearly see the Star Wars effect in everything. You could clearly see the Star Wars effect after it. But yeah. No, it wasn't Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. No, it was two guys fighting over a girl, and it ends with sort of a car crash. And I'd have to look up the actor, and then I can tell you the name of the movie. I believe Phil Collins did the theme song. But it would have been like 84. Now, what was the actor's name?
God, I can't think of his name now.
No. Opa.
Cayenne.
Cayenne. The whole back window.
Yeah. Oh, dude. You're gonna have to get
I
all
love
this.
you, Dada. I'll stay good.
Oh,
I'll stay good.
you'll stay good. You'll stay good. Your dad's watching upstairs to make sure you're being good, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Yay.
God, what's his name? I really want to say his last name Woods, but I know he's become a weird, crazy conspiracy theorist type guy anymore. James Woods, that's his name. James Woods. Yeah, he's become a crazy dude. One-time great actor, went crazy. Against All Odds. That was the movie, Against All Odds. Did somebody already type that in when I gave? Well, welcome, CT of TC. I know to clear your night to the Romboy table. CTFTC, welcome to my channel. I run European trains, although I'm currently running some North American trains. I've got a Canadian Northlander, technically the Ontario Northlander, and I'm running an old Amtrak. And then the rest of the trains are European because I just mix anything. I'm not worried about that. So what am I running? Well, I'm running a Phase 2 Amtrak with the F7 ABA unit. Yep. No, you're being fine. You really are. I know. It's tough to be at Opa's house and you can't drag Opa to play with you. No, not while I'm here, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me heading
I
down
know.
the chair.
All right.
Womp.
Okay, watch your head. There's a lot of little places here where you can bump your head and even cut it. Hug. Anyhow, we just chat about anything except religion or politics. No religion, no politics. Otherwise,
Me go around
whatever
the chair.
becomes of interest to the chat. I babble about whatever. The chat babbles about whatever. Sometimes we babble about it together. Today, my grandson is visiting because all things are crazy. And his dad is upstairs, but he wants to hang out with Grandpa. What are you doing? No? All right, dude. All right. There's not enough room for you to play Ring Around the Opa. Dude, you're going to fall and hurt yourself, and I don't want that.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Look at my. I want to show that everybody in my house is.
Oh, you want to show everybody the houses you painted? All right, come here and I'll let you show everybody the houses you painted. All right, now you didn't paint that one. You were just putting brick stickers on that one.
Yep, and no cars inside the house.
Yeah, he's got a sign, no cars in the house. I think that's a very needed sign. No cars in the house. And then this is your dark mood. This is your dark mood house. All black and the dark blue on one side. Okay. What about your... Yeah, I just 3D print some houses that were test houses, and then he likes to paint them. So here's his, inside, and then all the walls. And make sure you're holding it up to the camera better. There you go. Yep. And you were doing the inside walls too. Yep, you did a great job with that one, Cayenne. Pretty funky cool. Yeah, yellows are... We all have problems with yellow paint, don't we? And then, yeah, that one. So you got one side was black and the roof was yellow and then green, but you got messy. You got black paint on your fingers. Slow down. Don't spin it so fast. Don't spin it so fast. But he actually does pretty good with his walls. The only real
horrible error is when he got paint on his fingers because he grabbed the side that was wet and then rubbed them on the side that was dry. Yeah.
Last one.
But yeah, I'll see TFTC. If you've got a channel and you want to encourage a few of us to check your channel out, just post a link to it here. This is a lot of channels like, nope, don't advertise your channel on my. No, this channel is advertised. Everybody post your links. Everybody check everybody's channel out. Join, subscribe. Smear tactics, yes.
I'm listening to it on game. Listen.
Oh, you're gonna listen to the live stream on the headphones there. Okay, just don't unplug the headphones.
I'm hearing myself.
Yes, you are. All right, let's get some trades back on the screen.
I can hear it now. Yo! Yeah!
All right, that's enough. Stop screaming.
Yoo-hoo!
156 Andrew.
Red, yay!
What?
We left that on game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the Northlander and here comes the Freighter. So we'll get two trains on this corner shot.
We put a tree on the thing. We
Wow.
put a train on the thingy.
What are you trying to do?
Put a tree on top of a house.
You're trying to make it a tree house or a house tree?
House tree. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Kyan wants to
It's a
put.
house on the tree.
It's a tree on a house, you mean?
Yeah. It's on the tree.
There we got that Northlander coming at you. We're doing an around the layout tour. Good timing on that camera. We got three guys coming in. Dude, that me stuff is getting so old. So old.
Can you go on the big screen, not this screen?
What, you want to make? Dude, okay. You want this camera again?
Yep. One helicopter, one Dodge Charger, one white car.
Exactly, one white car. If it's not a Dodge, we don't care what it is. If it's not a Dodge, we don't care. That's right. Opa's favorite car, the Dodge Charger.
White time.
Okay, you got one other vehicle you didn't show.
Oh, where?
That guy. You didn't show that one yet.
I just wanted to show it with.
Oh, you just wanted to show the cars. Okay.
Oh.
Get to the chopper. That's Dwight and I think Hot Dog Pilot Andy's thing. Get to the chopper. But yeah, let's see, where is it? To your buddy Chris, Luke, I run European trains because I was traveling by train in Europe for many years and I just fell in love with it. I bought one train to remember my trips by train and it turned into an addiction. It's like, sorry, people, if kids are listening, it's like heroin. One hit and you're hooked. I bought an ICE3 and within 3 months I had my ICE3. I had a Deutsche Bahn Regio, I had a NordWestBahn Class 648, and I had ordered a Railjet, which is the big Austrian high-speed passenger trades. Oh, dude. I'm trying to control cameras. All right. No. You're not going to fly them over the track where you might drop them and cause a train crash. Yeah.
Mama. Opa.
Quick, hurry. There's no time.
Go back on the big screen again.
No. These people want to see my trains. So I want to put them around.
I just want them to see my food.
I know. You want to be the star of the show. You want to be on camera. You want everybody to see you, and you're just going to have to wait at times because these are some of Opa's friends. Oh, they're all Opa's friends.
It's a blast. They're having a fun boat ride. Bow, bow.
But I do the 3-rail system, which here, I got to go on the big camera, but you got to stay. Hang on. You got to let Opa show what he's going to show too. All right, so this is the 3-rail track. You can see the 3rd rail is just a little nub, but it is a full piece of metal underneath the track. Right there, you can see the 3rd rail underneath here. This is called C-Track because it's the new plastic stuff. All right, keep it off the screen. See, if you go too high or too low, they can't see it. So if you want people to see your sticky boat, you took my whole thing of sticky. You're not supposed to have the whole thing of sticky, dude.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Help it. I can't resist, Opa.
Me can't resist.
Oh, I've got all the old NASCAR Dodges, Randall. I've got all the old NASCAR Dodges. But it's a fantastic system, but it is 3-rail. The trains all have a ski on them. Let me take the one you crashed here. Whoops. The trains will all have, I call it a ski. The official term in German is Schleifer, a slider. And most people call it the pickup shoe, but it looks like a ski. So a lot of us call it the ski.
No. Oh, this is the inside where they drive it now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The boat.
And there's advantages to the 3-rail system because Cayenne, back up. There's advantages to the 3-rail system because whoops, you can basically power this layout is powered by one contact point. Well, actually 3, but one primary contact point and then an additional wire joint in my middle area. I probably could show that. Oh, that center area there, the 5 parking lanes and that little lane that little red guy's running on, that it's still connected to the main system, but there's an extension plug-in there. And then my parking area, which you can't see on camera, on any camera, you can't really see it. I don't know. I don't know if the Joyce cam will show it. Yeah, you might see it way in the back corner. You might see a couple of white trains way in the back. That has an extension wire to it just to make sure the juice is flowing. But really, this big a layout, which is 23 feet long in the back, 22 feet long in the back. The back straightaway is 22 feet. That, dude. No, now put that all together. I don't want that stringy stuff all over. So it's easier to flow power. You don't have to drop bus wires every foot to 2 feet like you do in a DC system, a 2-rail system, in other words. And you don't have to
Set it on the screen.
oh, you want to see all the pictures at one time? Yeah, I'll do the multi-view. And you don't have to. Are all the people inside there?
Yep, and
Now, how are you going to get them all out? Because you aren't supposed to have that big ball of sticky. That's Opa's sticky. I let you play with a little bit of it, but you're not supposed to have that big ball
I'm
now.
trying to get it.
Yeah. And so, like, you know, because the 3rd rail is your hot, you don't have to have changeovers in reversing loops, for example. You can make a reversing loop without having to isolate sections. The disadvantage of the three-rail system is track tends to be slightly more expensive to much more expensive. The trains, the locomotives that are set up for three-rail tend to be a bit more expensive. It's not common in the United States, even though I run it in the U.S., although there are hundreds of thousands of Märklin fans in the United States. But in Germany, it's number one. In Western Europe, this is the number one system. The Märklin three-rail system is number one, although that is shrinking, but still probably 50, somewhere between 50 and 55% of all model train guys in Western Europe run a Märklin three-rail system. Now, the minute you get to Eastern Germany and Eastern Europe, you're going to see a lot of TT and DC, of course. And so if you like, and if you like a train that you see that is three-rail, if it's a Märklin train, you can buy it in two-rail under the name Trix. Now, Märklin is all digital. Märklin does not make, now I know I'm going to get into an argument with people here. Märklin does not make analog stuff. Occasionally, under the name Primex, they will release old analog. It's just reruns. It's nothing new. They just re-release some things, old analog. But basically, any locomotive or rail car, Triebwagen in German, by Märklin is going to be digital. It's going to have a decoder. That's automatic. Roco, which makes two-rail and three-rail, anything they make three-rail is automatically digital. And so on and so on. Oh, so CTLC, that's Chris. Okay. Now I put two and two together. Now, the thing is, I can buy any two-rail. I can buy any two-rail freight or passenger car, any rolling stock, and I can put it on my layout and still work. The locomotives won't work. Anything that's powered won't work, but I can put them on my layout and use them. The flip is not true. If you go to a train show and you see a Märklin piece of rolling stock you like, and you say, oh, that freight is cool. And Märklin does make or has made some American stock. Like this American Amtrak I'm running with the F7s, that's a Märklin, but it's American. It's three-rail, but it's an American train. They just recently released a ton of modern era, current day GE 44s and rolling stock, a bunch of Union Pacific coal cars and other things. But the wheels on those Märklin are not insulated. And therefore you would have to switch out the wheels, the axles, to two-rail insulated wheel sets before you could use them. Yeah, KJ, Märklin has to do so many releases under the name Primex to maintain the rights to the name. Uh-oh. Oh, you broke something. Yep. Well, that's why I gave it to you, because if it got broke, I didn't care. Yeah, those are easy to break. That's why I tried to tell you, if you like them, you got to be a little careful with them. They can break easily, especially when you stick them and roll them around in the sticky like that. Even the people, the way you're crushing them and doing that, you might be breaking their arms and legs. So you got to be careful. Well, yeah, the European brands, Märklin, of course, people will argue this. Märklin is the big guy. I don't know what name in America, like there's Athearn, and there's, of course, Bachmann USA, Bachmann North America. But Märklin is the big dog. But the other big dogs in European trains, big companies that really distribute worldwide, are Piko and Roco. And then there's a whole bunch of smaller companies. Brava, which tends to make higher end stuff, although many people are saying Brava's quality has dropped drastically in the last 5 years. And then there's the expensive brands, Vogelrex, Gutsold. I'm thinking more specifically the companies that also make free rail and the big European German companies. Obviously, the minute you start going to the French companies like Joyce, which is also owned by the British company Hornby, Rivarossi, and Lima, all the Italian companies are owned by Hornby now. Hornby owns Italy. Ray is a French company that is not owned by Hornby, but Joyce is owned by Hornby. Oh, LS spare parts. Good question. LS makes great models until you need a spare part. And then, oops, a little harder to find. Because LS really gets from other companies and they stick the LS name on it. Are you trying to save everybody out of the sticky? Mahano, Mahano is, I don't know, Andre, would you call Mahano a big company? Ist Mahano eine große Firma? Ist Mahano eine große Firma? Sie sind bekannt, aber groß, weiß ich nicht. Yeah, LS can be very expensive, especially their locos. They do have some less expensive lines, but the stuff they release under their name is good quality. Yeah, Mahano is a toy company, but they have a huge model train. They still produce. And Mahano's one of these companies that when I got into the hobby 10 years ago, everybody was telling me how bad Mahano was, but I own 2 Mahano's locomotives, and they're fantastic. I'm pleased with my 2 Mahano locomotives. I would definitely be willing to buy another Mahano. Whereas, like Piko Hobby, I will not buy Piko Hobby locomotives, at least in 3-rail, which is what I run, because I have bought 4 or 5 Piko Hobby locomotives over the years, and all of them are either gone because I just couldn't stand them because they were crappy runners and bad pullers, or I got a higher end version of a train, like Model Railway Shed Dino, our good friend Dino. He's got one of my good Picos. He's got a Pico Czech Railjet and a bunch of Pico Czech Railjet coaches. All, they were very good. But I got the Roco really fancy Czech Railjet, and so I had a Railjet to spare, and Dino was getting into European trains, although he's kind of slid back to UK trains now, which that's cool. Someday he'll probably rebuild his, but he's focusing on his 2-rail layout right now, which I understand, and he's done an awesome job. You guys haven't checked out Model Railway Shed Dino's recent builds, check out his videos. They've been really cool to watch. Roco makes TT. Piko does TT. Of course, Tillig really produces a lot of TT. But of course, in Eastern Germany, because it was an East German company, Piko kind of dominates the TT. We saw that when we were in Erfurt and a little bit in Rostock the year before. But when we were in Erfurt this year and then Rostock last year, was it last year? I think we were in Rostock. Yeah. Piko owns that part of Germany. Thank you, Chris. Some people like it, some people don't. When you have all the... What's that?
Is that my Chris?
No, that is not your daddy. Sorry. But it's just somebody else named Chris. But as I tell everybody, I put all these cameras I had 6 cameras on this layout before I ever live streamed, because the cameras were not for the live stream. The cameras were for me, because anytime I would set something up on this layout and run a train past, I'd be looking at it and going, oh, this is a cool angle, but I got to be over here to control the trains, but I'd like to see the trains coming up from there. So I put a camera there. And I just kept, every time I would take a look at the table and go, that's a cool view, I'd put a camera. And then all of a sudden I'm doing live streams, but the cameras I had have nothing to do with the live stream. They have everything to do with, I just think that's a cool angle to watch that from. And so I add a camera. Yeah, that's true, Raymond. That's true. Hey, Monsville. Hello, Lord Monsville. How are you? Are you saving the people?
Yes, I'm making them stand on the thing that's supposed to
Okay.
get them, put them through.
So yeah, I have Trey, and the problem is, like, this is a great angle, but it's only every minute or so that a train comes through on this camera. So it sits here, and now this angle's dead, 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 dead. Nothing to watch, nothing to watch, nothing to watch. Dead, 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 dead. And in about 7 seconds, you'll get another train in view. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1. 2 seconds off, sorry. Misjudged its speed. Of course, I counted that. Luke, I don't like to recommend anything. The thing is, you have to understand, when you commit to 3-rail, if you're going to run 3-rail, it's going to be hard to find unless you live on the coast, West Coast or East Coast. So you're going to have to buy everything online, because your local model shop is usually not going to have Märklin C-Track. Everything's online. And it's 3-rail. So you're adapting to the 3-rail system. And 3-rail requires a little bit of learning about 3-rail. So I would recommend that if you want to run European trains in the United States, you go 2-rail, and you would get Trix or Roco or Piko, because all 3 of those companies make fantastic 2-rail European stock. And even Mahano. I've got that little 2-rail Thalys I brought back from Germany. That's an awesome little train. It runs great down here. That little, here, I'll go to that camera real quick, because we haven't watched these guys run the UK trades, but you can see the little red and silver Thalys down there. I brought that back from Germany. I paid 80 euros for it. That's the equivalent of 90 American dollars, 92 American dollars. No, 90 American dollars. It's a fantastic little runner. It's a 4-car high-speed train by Mahano, and it runs great. So you can find these things on eBay. I mean, you can find a lot of Märklin on eBay as well. But I would just think, for the sake of being able to go and buy track, because you don't have to buy Piko track. It's HO, your Athern, your Bachmann, whatever track company you use, 2-rail will work with the 2-rail trains. So obviously, I would say just go with any 2-rail company. With 3-rail, you're limited to a few companies: Märklin, Roco 3-rail, Piko 3-rail. Brava makes 3-rail. Jaeger for Collection makes 3-rail. Joyce used to make 3-rail. I think they still do some limited releases in 3-rail, but it's very limited. REE, a French company that makes French-only locomotives, they make 3-rail. But really, you're looking at Piko, Roco, and Märklin in 3-rail. So I don't like to give anybody advice. I would not say you got to do this, but 2-rail, just go 2-rail, because you're not limited to a company. With Märklin 3-rail, you're really limited to Märklin track And if you don't like this fake plastic track, which I do love, by the way, Märklin makes regular 3-rail track. Let's go to Mexi Solo. So there again, so this is still 3-rail track. You have the third rail are still those little nubs down the middle. And then if you look on the back, it doesn't show up really well. There you can see there's just a little metal grate here. And it's isolated from the outside rails. So Märklin makes this, it's called K-Track. So if you want to make a much more realistic looking rail and ballast, you can get Märklin K-Track. But again, that's 3-rail. Otherwise, you just do your whatever company track you're going to do, Piko, P-E-C-O, Athearn, Bachmann, whoever's track you use. And then you can buy any company. You can buy any company because they all make 2-rail. Only a few companies make 3-rail. Hey, Sir Chris from the Valleys. Oh, Raymond. I don't know about the Class MY, but there's a couple of high-speed regional and cross-country Norwegian trains from NMJ that I would easily buy if I ran across them. Almost bought one in Denmark, but it was 2-rail. They didn't have the 3-rail version. If they had had the 3-rail version, I probably would have bought it last year when I was in Denmark at the shop called Hobby Caden. Dude, you put all these metal devices right over the programming track, but you can short me out. I don't know about that. Because you don't have the hot. The hot's in the middle, and you need the hot on one of the ends. I think you need to mention, Raymond, that you'd have to do some adjusting with the track. You can't just throw K-Track down and run 2-rail on it. Yeah, well, I mean, that's Bohemia. I think that is a point everybody, I think, understands model trains. It's not even about AC, because whether you're AC or 3-rail or 2-rail, you have to decide analog versus digital. Although a lot of people now have those systems, which you can also do in 3-rail, where you can have analog and digital and switch between the two. It's a little trickier to do in AC, but you can do it. Although actually with 3-rail, really all you need is an analog controller, and you just unplug the digital controller and plug the analog in, and voila, now you're going to run your analog trains. I've had some people ask me, why don't I make one of these lines up here 2-rail, or make one of them analog so I can run analog trains? Because I don't want to. I want it all digital, one controller. What I'll do is, since we got a couple of new people, I will show you, I got to set it up here, but I will show you my command station here. Uh-oh, what are you doing?
Hi, I'm back again.
Yeah, you've been kind of good and quiet back there for a little while. You got your eyes focused on all your people and playing with the sticky, and that's got your attention, which is fine. Okay, so here we go. We want Video Ninja. We want backup camera. We want Connect.
Do 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 do. Get that out of the way. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky hand. It may take a couple of seconds for this to log in. Come on, where's phone cam? Where's phone cam? There it is. All right, so here's my command. It starts here. This is the Märklin Central Station 3. This is basically a computer that controls my layout. If you can see, my switches are at the top of the screen in there. All my trains labeled out. And then I can directly control 2 trains at a time. But really, I can control 11 trains at a time on this screen with these 2 knobs. It's a touch screen. You can also get a... Oh, no, don't you dare push those. Yeah. All right, so it starts there. Now, connected to that is what is called a mobile station. Now, you can control a Märklin system just with the mobile station, or you can plug it into the central station where it acts as, quote, a slave. And so what I do is, since I'm running 6 trains, I have 2 trains controlled here. I have 1 mobile station there, which you can see is controlling a train. This one controls line 3. I mean, it can control any line and any train I want, but I use this one to control the train on line 3. And then I have another mobile station here.
Second mobile station.
So that controls the train, the 4th train, or the train on line 4. Now you can see my current setup here where I've got 3 screens to run my live stream. But on one of these, I have this because there is a computer app that goes with the central station. So I can control everything from my computer rather than the central station, except I have to have the central station on to run the app. So I can't turn this off and do everything on the computer. This has to be on, but once this is on, it's plugged into my computer and I can control everything on the app here. So there's all my switches again, all my turnouts, all my selection of trains. And again, I can control an infinite number of trains across the screen here, but I choose to have 2. So this is the train on line 5 and the train on line 6. So that is...
Did I tell them a thing?
What are you going to show? Yep, you're playing with my handy tack, which we call sticky. Because when he was first learning to speak, he would just say, "It's sticky." So that is my main track control system. I have a programming track right here, which is plugged into, hang on. I have a programming track, which is connected to this, but it's isolated from the main layout. And then I have another mobile station here, which runs what I call my test tracks, which are here. And it's also the one Kyan plays with when he doesn't want to run trains on the main layout. Because I let Kyan run these trains on the main layout as well. It's just when I'm doing a live stream, he doesn't want to run the trains I picked. He wants to pick his own trains out. So that controls the big layout. And then I have a work area here, and I have another computer, which I call Joyce's computer.
Look at my sticky house.
I see. Oh, you put sticky all over the house? Okay, make sure you collect all that sticky, because we don't want to leave it on the houses, because Opa might need some of it. And then over there, you can see my dedication to my late friend Herb and his collection that I bought from him. And then you can see one of my areas up there where I park a lot of my regional trains and my long steam rates. So I got my Rheingold's and my Orient Express and a couple others up there, plus a lot of my regional trains. So that is my control system. I should probably take that comment off. And let's go to this before I make people sick. Your eyes are getting blurry. I have 3 monitors. Hey, Artie, how are you? Well,
it's worked in a good system, but a basic handheld controller is fine if you're only going to have 4 or 5 trains. The minute you're going to run 10 trains or you have more than 10 trains, then yeah, you want to get a better system.
I love you.
All right, chill out. This camera's not working anymore. What did you just
Love
knock?
you. I love you.
Are you saying that to everybody?
I love that everybody.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you saying that to the trains? Or are you saying it to everybody watching?
I am saying it to everybody that's watching.
Oh, okay. Kind of saying he loves you all.
And I love you.
Here, I'll put you on the camera so you can say it again.
I love you all. And what is everybody saying?
Well, they're talking about different types of trains and ways to control the system. Let's see, what else was I going to show? Ah, dude, you are such a rat. I just got done saying what a sweetheart you are, so you do that. Uh-oh, Opa said I was good, so I got to do something devilish. Urgh. Yeah, good Opa. Now, how about good Cayenne?
Maybe.
What about good Cayenne?
A good kind still, but me stand up instead.
Me? Oh, would you stop it with that me? Stop it with the me stuff. You are 5 years old. You have been speaking great English for a while. And now in the... Okay. Answer me this question. Who did you hear saying me that you're imitating it now? Was it somebody at your, what is it, Kid Strong?
No.
Were some kids doing it at Kid Strong?
No, but my school kids say
Oh, the kids at school were doing it. Okay.
my school kids did it.
Your preschool?
Uh-huh.
No! Cayenne! Dude!
Black 3.
No. Do I have to send you upstairs?
So I sent them a message.
Wait, you want to type a message?
Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. Hang on, let me set it up here in a second. No. The thing is, you only type letters. Don't touch anything else. Only letters. Can you do that? There you go. HTYG. I think you've gone Swedish on me.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that's enough. Stop there. That's from Cayenne. I think you went Swedish on me, kid.
We sent a message to the chat.
Oh, dude. Of all the things you do, the only one that drives me crazy
What are the people
is this
saying?
me stuff you started this week.
What are the people saying?
Okay, they're saying, Chris, what I've done now, I took you to the world of trains instead of the American or North American trades. Somebody is laughing at me, calling you going Swedish and doing the Swedish chef. Cayenne, we see the trades. Dude, no.
Please type another message.
No, especially because you keep saying me.
Can I type another message?
What was that?
Can I type another message?
Wow. Not only did you say I, you said it as a perfectly polite question. All right, I can't be mean if you're going to talk nice like that. All right, type a few letters or numbers only. You know your letters and your numbers. You just can't put them together in words yet.
Oh, I need to make something.
No, you can't. Yeah, we don't have emojis on here.
Oh.
Actually, we do, but we can't do it right now. Wait. You want to make what? A signal?
I want to type in no.
Oh, you want to type in no?
Uh-huh.
Do you know how to type in no? Oh, you forgot a letter. Oh, you wanted to type an O. I thought you said N-O, no. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Make
Where's
sure
the
it's just
K?
letters.
Where's the
Just
K?
letters or numbers.
Where's the
Are you
K?
done?
I'm looking for the K.
K's right there. Cayenne. K for Cayenne. Okay, now you're happy with it? Hey, Sir Simon, how are you?
There.
Okay, so apparently you're not Swedish, you're Welsh.
I love when I
Does Kyan know the 2 magic words of trains? I don't know if I know the 2 magic words of trains.
Why is he saying oh?
They're having fun typing silly messages back at you.
Yay!
So he's typing, you don't read it as oh. It's like, oh, like one big long O. Just like you when you go, ah, that would be one long A.
Me, can I type another message?
What?
Can I please type another message?
Okay, another one. I'm gonna change. You can still do it, but I'm gonna change cameras.
Okay.
There we go. We'll get that one for a bit.
Oh, it's people sending me more.
Oh, all aboard. Yeah, we don't get all aboard in Germany. We have
All aboard the train track.
it translates from German, but we have please board the train. Please do not block the doors. Please watch out. Doors are closing. Train is departing. Train is arriving. Please board the train. Doors are closing. Be careful. Train sleep. What?
Remember that message that I have?
Oh. All right. Well, thanks for visiting us, Chris. Hang on. I got to click on that. There. Now, once it's. Oh, you're just going to type it back? You're running out of letters. It's going to stop and say no more. There you go. Now you type so many, it's like, ooh.
I like, oh.
Yeah, that was very cool. I liked your latest video, at least the one I saw.
He did that same thing like me.
Yes, he did.
Everybody sending messages.
Dude.
He's so
Dude.
tired.
Oh, dude.
Can I please make another message?
Can you type another message?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are not helping. Every time you type something like him now, he just wants to type back. You're not helping. All right, you can type another message.
Me type?
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Me?
Nope, that's it. You can't type now.
Okay, no.
Oh, you even typed the word okay. Not anymore. Is that it? You're done? Uh-oh. Sounds like you got to go.
No.
You want to say bye to everybody?
Bye-bye.
Okay.
I need to take Dad to the airport.
Yep, he's taking his daddy to the airport. His dad is flying to Florida, and my daughter, if I were a good person, I would have canceled my live stream and tried to help because we've got everything going on. My daughter, for the first time, she has a booth at our county fair, and it's a big county, so it's going to have a crowd. She's setting up a booth where she's selling the different types of bread she makes, but she also has other things she makes and sells because she's a very creative person. Graphic design and 3D design are her specialties. But family issues have forced my son-in-law. He has to fly to Florida this weekend to deal with, I think we mentioned it last stream or the stream before, his father passed away, and he has to fly to Florida to sort some things out. He and his brother are flying, meeting down there to go through their dad's stuff. So Joyce is not here because she's helping my daughter because my daughter had nobody who could help her set up and run the booth. So Joyce is helping her. And my other daughter is driving Chris to the airport to drop him off for his flight to Florida. And then she has to stay there for a little bit. And she's picking up her cousin who's flying in from Washington, D.C. for a big family reunion. So since she was already going to the airport,
they needed somebody. So I really should have canceled it, but this is my therapy session, so I couldn't. Hey, Sir Eric, how are you? No, I don't expect you guys to help. On the flip side, I don't expect you to encourage my grandson to silliness either. He's quite capable of his own. But so my daughter's driving them up, and Kyan's going with them because he wants to say bye-bye to his dad. And Kyan likes to go to airports. He's been to airports a couple of times. He even came up and he went with Joyce and I when my daughter dropped us off to go to Germany, and then he came with her when they picked us up. So he does like to go to airports. He's already excited. He wants to go to Germany. He announced that as soon as he picked us up. Oh, bud, next time you go to Germany, I want to go too. Like, well, if we can work that out, well, I don't know if you can go the next time I go, but. So, yeah, in the long run, I don't want to say I'm addicted to the streak, because I would cancel this if I was told you're needed. But really, the whole family worked it out like, we don't want to make dad cancel his stream. I mean, I would have done it tomorrow morning and called it good. That, okay, it's no longer 320 whatever Fridays in a row, which it really isn't, because I did multiple live streams in a week, and they were all labeled inside or outside. It's about 310 or so Fridays in a row. But, and even then, that's not accurate, because early on, like around live stream 95, I had to cancel the Friday show because we had a wedding to go to, and then I did it Saturday morning. So the streak is kind of misleading. I have made 310 or whatever weekends in a row, all but one of them a Friday. But I would not hesitate if they truly needed me or said, Dad, we need help this weekend. If they had said that to me, I would have canceled the stream and done it. As much as I love the stream and I love the streak, family comes first. All right, Andre, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't know if he'll actually like flying once he gets on a plane, because Kyan, you have to sit here and sit still for the next 8 hours of the flight. You saw that. He doesn't. But no, I would just cancel it and not do it, not worry about somebody. Because if I'm not doing it, then it's not the streak anymore. So I'm proud of the streak in a lot of ways, but it's a people would have to know the American movie Bull Durham. It's an ignominious streak. It's no different than saying I was the best soccer player on my 8th grade team. It's not like you're World Cup worthy or anything like that. It's something I've done, and I'm pleased. I'm pleased with it. I'm quite happy that I've been able to do this every week. I definitely do not like flying, and thank my doctor for putting me on a pill that actually does mellow me out on the plane. Heck, this past trip on the way to Germany, I slept about 5.5 to 6 hours of the 8-hour flight. I left Joyce alone, and she had to wake me up once to go to the bathroom. But yeah, I abandoned her. She was alone on the flight. Now, she doesn't have the fear of flying I have, but you know, it's boring if you're just sitting there and the person you're traveling with is out. But I was out, and she doesn't want to wake me up. But yeah, 3 years ago, before they put me on the stuff, I was getting worse each flight. Instead of getting used to it and getting better, I was getting worse. And my last couple of flights before they put me on the little chill pill, is I was, oh my God, you know, deep breathing, panic attacks. Anytime we hit a little bump of turbulence, I was like, and that's when it was like, I need to do something or I can't travel. And so I did it before I went to Australia, that long flight, because I would have had a heart attack and I would have been restrained and kicked off the plane. I was just getting that bad. And so, but my dad, so now I have the thoughts, but I don't have the physical reactions. So now I'm like just watching the movie and I start to feel some turbulence, like, oh God, this is it. This is where we die. But I'm totally chill while saying it and thinking it. Hey, Sir John of Mystic Railroad, how are you? Aren't you going bye-bye? Or did you stay here? Where's Lizzie and your daddy?
They're not upstairs, but they said they're gonna. I can't go outside until they're done getting ready.
Oh, right. Okay. They got to move the chair over. All right. Yeah, that's the opposite of me, Simon. That's the opposite of me. I started my first flight. I was almost 40 years old in 2003, on my way to Germany, and I was just having major panic attacks. But I was able to control them because the excitement of traveling. But it was a horrible flight, and then I kind of got used to it. But as I got older, especially it really got bad in 2019 is when I really started noticing I was getting worse. And then we had COVID and didn't travel for 2 years. And then 2022 to the UK was bad. 2023 to Germany was really bad. So the thought of going to Australia, because literally I was talking to Joyce about canceling the Australia trip because I was terrified of being on a plane that long. And so we went to my doctor and he said, oh, I can give you something for that. And I was like, because I tend to have a natural immunity against most pills. He gave me that little chill pill. And yeah, I've been a happy camper. You want to what? I don't want you bouncing that ball down here. Flight was 9 hours to Canada. Yeah, the longest flight for me was, we were supposed to go, was the flight back from Australia, because our flight to Australia got diverted to Hawaii because somebody on the plane had an illness, but yet when they took them off the plane, they seemed okay. So I don't know if they were having panic attacks or something else, but it was enough of a medical emergency that I actually fell asleep on that flight. And then I woke up because I felt the plane taking a major curve. And I'm like, oh, are we going into land? Wow, I slept that long. And I looked at my monitor, which had the track your plane app rolling. And it said, arriving at destination in 1 hour. And I was like, oh, cool, we're almost there. But then it said Honolulu. And wait a minute, we're not going to Honolulu. Yes, we are. All right, bye-bye, dude. But a couple of times I did take Air Canada. The first time it was super cheap. We flew from Windsor to Toronto, and then from Toronto over to the UK, and that was lovely. Air Canada was awesome. It was a beautiful trip. All right, Kyan, get going. Do you have your drink? Where did you put your juice? You had it down here somewhere. Where'd you put it? It's,
Are you looking at me?
dude, you were bouncing the ball around. I have no idea where you put your drink down. You could have put it anywhere, and your family's waiting. Dude.
I'm looking around the
No, you're spinning around the pole. You're not looking around anywhere. Did you take it back upstairs? Are you sure? Lizzie, I think she just said they found it. What? No? Well, I'm not seeing it down here. Lord knows where he set it because he was running all over the place. Just grab ours. We still have one in the cabinet.
My sister called them apples.
Yeah, I know. Today's an apple juice day, but you lost your... Oh, wait, I found it. Here it is. Go.
Boy, you couldn't have hidden that in a better place, kid. Oh, my goodness. That kid. All right. Be safe, Chris. Take care. Be safe, Elizabeth. Oh, wow. From the UK to New Zealand, 32 hours. Oh, I couldn't stand that. That's way too long. And I know it's, you fly so many hours to here and then so many hours to there. But still, 32 hours a day and a third total travel time. Ugh. Joyce would not like that. But yeah, those are... we've had a couple of flights with bad turbulence that really sent me over the edge. Hey, Sir Raymond Central, how are you? Or Ray Central, excuse me. Just as I was reading that, the screen changed to Raymond Legs comment below you. Yeah, Luke, that's why I love travel. Because I used to love to drive, and now I hate driving long distances. 2 hours is about the most I can tolerate because the highways anymore are just so packed, and there are so many people now that just drive like complete idiots. And I'm not some old man driving 5 miles on the speed limit. I'm driving 10 to 15 miles over the speed limit, and you got people riding my bumper because they want to do 110 in a 75 zone. And you got people flying up and passing to the right, which on American highways you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to pass to the left. But you have people flying up and they decide, oh, I don't want to wait and try to get a space, so I'm going to shoot across to the right, cut back across and into the left, and they're going to zigzag, and they're just freaking out of control. And it used to be you'd see that once in a while. Now it's you can't drive 50 miles without a couple of idiots like that. And then there's the American pickup truck insanity, where it just seems like half of Americans who own pickup trucks have half a brain because their pickup truck gives them right to drive any way they want. So 80 miles an hour and come up on your bumper and you're in the middle lane where they can pass to the left. They don't care. They want to stay in the middle lane, but they want you out of the way. So they'll ride right on your bumper. And I've got a freaking Hemi. So I can go around things quick, but they are just, I hate driving anymore. So trains are just awesome. That's what I love about Germany. I just buy my ticket, and when you factor in the cost, especially in Europe, of how much the gas would cost and how much parking somewhere would cost, like to visit Munich and find a place to park, even if you stay at a hotel, you pay to park at the hotel. They charge you extra for parking. It's cheaper to go by train. It's cheaper to buy the state ticket. Joyce and I pay less than $40 for the two of us, and we can travel within an entire state all day and use all public transportation except high-speed trains. All the regional trains, all the trams, all the buses, the subways, the streetcars, many of the river ferries. Some are private run ferries, so you can't use the state ticket on that. So it's awesome. Or you can buy the Deutschland ticket,
which is good anywhere in Germany. And you can upgrade it that it also covers high-speed trains. As well as there's the German Rail Pass, which includes the high-speed trains. And there is the Euro Rail Pass. But those are a bit more expensive. So although the German rail system is in a mess right now, it's still just so much easier to get around. That's why I love about traveling in Germany. Joyce and I have never rented a car, even in Australia. Well, we had Artie, so we rented Artie. That's a change then, because when we were in Austria, they didn't have a state ticket. You had the Austrian Rail Pass. They didn't have state tickets. They didn't have a Tyrol state ticket, because Lord knows we looked for it. Because if there's one thing if OBB is better than Deutsche Bahn, one thing they suck at, it's their customer service on their online ticket purchasing and ticket purchasing. Joyce and I finally bought first class tickets for a rail jet, and we bought them online. We paid first class. We paid for seat insurance and everything else. It's Joyce and Anthony Dodge traveling together. They stuck us on a train in separate seats, even though we had requested side-by-side seats. They stuck us opposite. And then when we said, hey, why would you take a married couple traveling and put us in separate seats away from each other? Not like next to each other on the aisle, but totally across from each other. And it's like, we want to we don't change. We don't make changes. So I love their trains, but their customer service and the way they do things with their ticket service, I'm not a fan. And Switzerland is worse. Switzerland won't even tell you the price of their trains online. We can't tell you if that train runs there or not. We can't tell you how much it costs. We don't tell you until 24 hours before travel. Ooh, that's asking a dangerous question, and I don't really want to know. Artie keeps offering to fly us somewhere while we're over there, and I'm like, nope. I will not fly in Cessnas. The only thing I'll fly in is legitimate named jets. I won't take off-brand jets, except when we've done like Canada Air or something like that, whatever it was. That we flew from Windsor to Toronto. But otherwise, like the KLM City Hopper, when we fly from Amsterdam to Bremen or Bremen to Amsterdam. Yeah, it's true. In the United States, freight trains have priority. That's why an Amtrak can be on time or it can be 6 hours late. Because the freight train companies own the rails. Even though if you go online, it'll say Amtrak owns all this rail. It really doesn't. They might co-own it, but they they lease it. The rail companies own the rails. And so their stuff has priority. So if there's 5 freight trains that have to travel between Chicago and somewhere in New York, then the 4, because there's 2 trains west and 2 trains east, Amtrak, that go through Toledo. There's 2 heading east per day, 2 heading west. They all sit to the side until those 5 freight trains get going. My son he and his friends, because they had traveled by train in Europe and they thought they had all done it with my exchange program. They knew how the train systems work. And they said, hey, instead of driving, because nobody wants to drive to Chicago, let's take a train. The 4.5-hour, 5-hour train ride from Toledo to Chicago took 7 hours to get there and 9 hours to get back, even though it's supposed to be a 4.5-hour, 5-hour train. It was 6.5 hours to get there to Chicago and 9 hours to get back to Toledo because they kept getting pulled off to the side to let all the freight trains through. In Germany, most of the freight runs in the evening and early, late through the night, early morning. And then the passenger service beginning about 7 o'clock, the passenger service takes precedence and the freight has to wait. Now, many stations have freight through lines or freight staging areas where the freight trains can pull off and wait. And then they have a window where they have to get their freight through. Like, okay, we're not running any passenger service in this area until this time. So like there's 20 minutes to get through the station where that line is clear. And so they'll run through. So like Bremen actually has a couple of freight only lines that run through it. And they'll come flying through the Bremen train station because it's a through station. You don't see freight trains at Munich main train station because that's a terminus station. Glad you didn't have that experience on Via Rail. Well, I think Canadians do a much better job with their rail system. Until about 5 years ago, I would have said the German system was excellent. Now it's okay. But like this past year, Joyce and I were in Germany for 3.5 weeks in June. And that was the worst I've ever seen their rail system. The number of delays and the number of late trains and canceled trains. Now, there are reasons for this. They are completely revamping their infrastructure, their electrical infrastructure, their signaling system. Plus, they're accounting for more and more cross-European high-speed trains. So they're replacing track in a lot of areas. Hell, I would say 2/3 of the stations, more than that, probably 80% of the railway stations Joyce and I visited this year were under construction. But major cross hubs like Stuttgart, Hamburg, Hanover, Frankfurt were having massive delays, power outages, and that because they're revamping the system. And like a major disaster occurred while we were there. The night before we were supposed to drive all the way from Neumünster in the north and a 6.5-hour train ride down to Frankfurt. That night, the entire train system went down. The entire train system went down. Not just local, not just high speed. The entire network went down. Now, within 2 hours, they had the main network running, and within 4 hours, they had the high speed network. But all I know is I got a text message saying your train might be affected because we've had a major shutdown. And we looked up and the first headlines we saw was entire rail system in Germany shut down. Holy crap. Got up early. What are we going to do? Do we rent a car and drive down? Blah, 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 blah. And we never got a text message that's saying as of 6:30 in the morning, everything was fine again. We never got the second alert that said, you're good. Everything's fixed. But Hamburg was still a mess because half of their high-speed platforms are shut down because of expanding the platforms and putting in new rails on those platforms. So high-speed trains going into Hamburg are consistently anywhere from 40 minutes to 2.5 hours late. That's why we decided not to go to Delmenhorst, a city I always visit when I go to Germany, because we would have had to go through Hamburg, and we had no way of trusting that the trains would get through on time. Because normally it's an hour and a half from Hamburg, or an hour and 20 minutes from Hamburg to Delmenhorst, and they were doing it's like 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Like, no, forget it. Yeah, Munich is a mess, but they are not struggling as bad. The three biggest disasters are Stuttgart. Well, four biggest disasters. Stuttgart, Frankfurt, Hamburg, and Hanover, which is no surprise because those are probably the four major throughs. Munich is a terminus. Actually, Stuttgart is a terminus station, but it is a major stopping point for all the traffic going east to west across Germany, north to south, and on to southern Germany and Europe, southwestern Germany. It's a major hub. Munich is more of a stopping point. So they actually have lines that bypass Munich and go straight on to other places. Like if you're not, if you don't need to stop at Munich, you can go to like Horn on the Czech border and not even stop at Munich. There's a route around it because Munich is a terminus station. So there's no point in going to Munich unless you want to go to Munich or the train you're on makes a stop at Munich on its way elsewhere. There's more to it than that, Raymond, because they're trying to revamp the system because even 10 years ago, Stuttgart was not nearly as busy as it is now. Stuttgart has become a major point. And when we were in Germany in 2023, and again in the region in 2025, we were in Koblenz, which is the other side of the mountains from Stuttgart. And well, actually, no, it's further north. But there's a lot of issues going into Stuttgart because so much traffic flows. And Stuttgart started moving traffic out to Esslingen. Like our train got moved from Stuttgart to Esslingen when we were going to Salzburg because Stuttgart just has so much traffic coming in now. They're trying to expand. And yes, they're moving. They're like, well, we're going to have to shut this down anyhow. Let's move it. So it's not that they're trying to go underground with a lot of things now. It's because how do we fit this all in the space we have? Oh, well, let's do what several places do and run some things lower. I mean, the new station in Berlin is 5 levels. 3 of them are two of them are subterranean, 1 is terranean, and 2 are above terrain and then work their way down. But they got the subways way in the basement and then a certain line of S-Bahns below, and then S-Bahns and regional trains run at the ground level tracks, and then the 2 upper levels are the long distance and high-speed trains. The new Berlin, well, it's not new anymore, it's 20 years old. That was, but yeah, when you don't have room to expand this way, you got to go up and down. Yeah, there were people talking about it. The thing is, they're making progress. It's just they're not making the progress they thought they would make. Because like I said, Joyce and I were there in 2023, and it seemed just as bad, except if you go and look at the work area, you can see they've advanced. But as far as the station itself and getting around, there is a subway station right outside the main entrance of Stuttgart. It should be a 5-minute walk from your train to that subway stop. Instead, it's a 20 to 25-minute walk because you have to take this crazy walk all the way around the station, which is huge, through here, under this passage, over this passage, down here, across this bridge, down here, around here, and zigzag around. And it's like, forget it. There's 2 other subway stations on the other end. You just go there instead, where it's only a 12-minute or a 15-minute walk instead of walking all the way around. But if that's the subway you got to go to, it's insane. So yeah, Stuttgart is a mess. But again, when somebody types or writes out, it's considered a financial disaster. You gotta, who's writing that? Somebody's writing that with a point. Yes, they are over budget and things are bad. I don't know if you could call it a true financial disaster. Hey, Sir Chuck, welcome back. I do like this shot because you catch a lot of the trains going away and then going back around the corner, so it really gives you a nice view. My personal favorite shots on this layout, and yeah, it's almost time to wrap this up. And again, if people are wondering where Joyce was, she was here earlier because she had to leave because she's working at the county fair. But I mean, I like this one when there's trains running through it. I really like this, watching the train come up and then catching it as it goes around the curve. This is sort of like a nice rail fanning shot. And you kind of get a nice shot across the layout. This shot is okay. I just like having the city as the background. This one's kind of cool because it's probably the best up-close shot of the trains at ground level. So this is called up the ramp because we're at the top of the ramp. You can actually see there is a slope down. This is where I test my trains to see if they've got strong pulling abilities or strong enough. So I do like this shot. It's just not busy enough for me, but it's there for when if I'm really watching my trains by myself, like, oh, that train's about to go there, click, let me catch it. And then the DB view here, I do like, although nobody's coming this way, but you can get a close-up shot or that nice shot through the trees. I always think that's kind of cool, but there we got a close-up. Somebody was coming through. The only problem is you only get to see one train at a time because the minute one comes in, it blocks all the others. This one's kind of cool because you get the hills. The only two hills on my layout. Because this part of Germany is flat. It's like Toledo. It's flat. It's flatter than olive oil flat. But I like this one. I don't know how you guys feel about this view, but I love this one because this is every single lane on the layout. This is all 11 lanes, all 6 active lanes, plus you can see the parking lanes. And so there are times like right now, split second, there's nobody on it. But within 3 seconds, there will be somebody reappearing in it. And it's also a chance where every now and then the stars align and you get all 6 trains passing, which is not prototypical, but for my autism and ADD, it's like, ooh. I get like, oh, yes, they're all together in the frame. Yes, oh, yes. And it's at just enough of an angle you can see every train. But you get the long distance shot there where cool shot of a train going in the distance, way in the background. Like right here, we're going to have almost 4 trains. Now it's 3. But then you can also get close-ups. The only negative is lane 1 does not show up well. You have just like lane 2 there. We do have a family reunion, but I think we should be back before, so I should be okay to co-host tomorrow. I just don't know what time we're getting home from the family reunion tomorrow. I'll have to let you know. I may not be co-hosting. All I know is there's a big family reunion. They just changed the location today because of the weather and everything else. So I don't know exactly where it's going to be. Joyce just sent the link. It's some nights at Columbus Hall. And so everybody now has to be contacted. We're going to see how many people wind up canceling out. So I have no idea what time we expect to be back. So unfortunately, I can't give you a guaranteed yes or no. So yeah, just throw me the link. And if you need somebody else to co-host, throw them a link, and then I'll pop in as I can. This is called the 11-lane view because you get a straight shot of all 11. I kind of like it because, again, you can see the trains in the distance, and you can see all 3 of the main lines up close, including line 1. But and it makes my backdrop, it makes my back scene look better, even though you can see all the seams. Those are just sheets of paper taped to the wall. It's a panoramic camera shot Joyce did 10 years ago. And I just stitched them to the back wall. But I'll probably redo it onto a hard stock board and try to make it seamless and just leave it as that. It makes a great countryside backdrop to my trains. So I like this one. I just don't quite like it as much as this one. Also, this one, it's just a brighter, crisper camera view. And then this is called the Joyce view because it's the Joyce cam, because it's the camera that when Joyce comes down, I use for her to be on camera. It's nice. Unfortunately, you see that big light up in the distance there, which just lights up that dark. That's the darkest corner of my layout. So I put a little lamp up there to make it shine. And then this one. This is one, if I decide to get rid of a view, I could get rid of this one. But again, nice timing. We got 4 trains coming through in one shot. But again, it's a different angle. It's a different angle. You see a different part of the layout. So I do like that angle now and then. So it stays there. And then the... Do I know the whereabouts of the Arthur M. Anderson? That's not ringing a bell. When you say Anderson, all I think is the movie Matrix and go, Mr. Anderson. But this is a view a lot of people say they like. I just don't show it a lot. I don't think to go to it a lot. Julian, I am in Toledo, Ohio. Well, Mr. Smith was the agent. He was Agent Smith, but the character Neo, his last name was Anderson. Mr. Anderson. We can do this 2 ways, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, we're best mates, just like Jean Ricard and I are best mates. That's the only reason we banter back and forth, because we know we can do it. But we also know there are lines we don't want to cross. Or at least try not to cross. And then there's this one, which, again, a lot of viewers like this view because it's the one place where you can kind of see the expanse of the layout. You know, it's kind of a drone view. It cuts out that one back corner, and it cuts out part of, I mean, even if I were to move this number 9 out of the way, number 9, even if I move this number 9 out of the way, that little white square there, that is part of a bookshelf on the wall here. And so you wouldn't see anything anyhow. So I just stick the number 9 there. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. So you don't quite see the 2 extreme corners of the 22-foot run here. Only if you speak the strong Glaswegian. There are times where you're easy to understand, but then you decide to go to the thicker Glaswegian accent, and then I lose you. And I can understand the Edinburgh accent. I forget what the official name of it is, but the Edinburgh accent. I can usually make out what they're saying, although if they use specific slang terms, I may not know what they specifically mean, but I can understand. Really thick Glaswegian,
I find very hard to understand. But yeah, we are past 6 o'clock. Don't want you talking about me. A boot. See, typing it, I can figure it out. It's when you get really thick. Yeah, yes, yeah. Stand still, laddie. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, yeah. Ping, 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 ping. One more guy here. And then I do have one other camera I didn't go through, the floor cam. And I apologize to my UK friends. I didn't go to the floor cam and show the HSTs running enough. I mean, I love the HSTs. These are one of my favorite trains, the Class 43 HSTs. To me, they're iconic British trains. I know the Class 37 is as well, the Deltic. But to me, if I think a UK train, classic UK trains, I just go to the HSTs. I remember seeing them in TV shows from the 70s and 80s and just thinking how cool looking they were. And I wasn't into trains. And that's the funny thing with the Northlander here. I lived in Toledo back in the 70s, but we could get the Canadian station out of Windsor, CBC 9, out of Windsor. And back in the 70s, there'd be advertisements, take the blah, blah, blah with the, take this trip with the Ontario Northlander. And you would see the Northlander and go, that's a cool looking train. And Amtrak was okay, but Amtrak didn't have the mystique about it. And Amtrak was new then, and its trains looked for its time. The problem is the Amtrak trains are always the silver. I would like to see Americans get more aggressive with some really cool liveries on the Amtrak. Some of the locos are gorgeous, especially when they were doing their 50th anniversary a few years ago. They released some gorgeous liveries on their locos, and I would love to buy them. But I would like them 3-rail, and they didn't get released 3-rail. They got released 2-rail. So I could buy a couple of them and run them down there. Well, what you're seeing below me here. But yeah. So my apologies, guys. I didn't show the UK trains a lot, but I will plead that most of my live stream, I had a bouncing 5-year-old distracting me. So I probably missed all the chat. Yeah, all the different forms of English to confuse the redcoats. There's that. But anyhow, we're there, and we're here, and we had a little rough start, but really it was just that one train was acting up because of a switch there. But usually this car has been a problem lately, and I have to figure out why the Piko was struggling. I bet if I put the Piko on line 1, which is a radius 5 curve, it won't act up for some reason, just coming around this one curve. And that's the only place it was derailing, but it was 2 different cars derailing. It was the 2 cars next to the power wagon. So the power coach. Anyhow, I'm babbling about that, and I really should change over to this. All right. For all of you still here, I want to thank you all. Did you see the IVET repair? Yeah, Did I forget to comment on it? Because I watched a bunch of videos and I may have forgotten to comment. But yes, I watched your IVET repair, but I thought I mentioned it. But yeah, I will go back and double check here in a few minutes. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, Joyce was here earlier and could not do her appearance here. But it's always an honor to have you all. And again, in my rant, I know a lot of you mentioned, also mentioned when I was ranting, and I talked about traction tires and stuff like that. I was not criticizing the people who were talking about traction tires. I was criticizing the 4 people that were just excessively rude. People that, and I thought I mentioned that, I have never seen them comment on one of my videos, ever come into a live stream, and they just showed up on my live stream like, well, any idiot would know to check the traction tires, and and you should have gotten rid of the Roco traction tires and replaced. And it wasn't people saying, hey, Anthony, did you check the traction tires? It was just very rudely worded. Well, that's why I don't even buy 2-rail trains to run on the Märklin system. Blah, blah. Just a lot of rude comments. It wasn't people saying check the traction tires. Yes, I think to do that, but that wasn't what enraged me. So I apologize to anybody that thought I was calling them out if you mentioned traction tires. I really feel guilty about this. I was not calling you people out. I was calling these people that were just coming out of the blue. And typical me, I mentioned several concepts into one rant. That stuff was these strangers coming on and just treat me like an idiot and calling me an idiot. It was really just low class of them. And I know everybody says, ignore it. Don't let it get to you. It got to me, and it ticked me off. I'm still kind of ticked off at these people. A couple of them I left off with my very unfriendly responses. You can go back and read if you want to see me calling out, but the really nasty ones I do delete and just ignore, but they're still in here and I think about them. So I apologize. I didn't want any of my friends, any of the people that are friends of this channel thinking, hey, I mentioned the traction tires and I hope I didn't upset you. No, it was none of you. It was random strangers that I've never seen on and that's partly why I upset them. Who the hell are you to come on my channel now and start telling me I'm an idiot or arguing with me about that's why you don't buy these trains. You shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. Any idiot would know not to put this with this and blah, blah, and it's just like, one guy's like, I've got 60 years of train experience. I've got 60 years of driving experience, but you know what? Stick me in a big diesel truck in the UK that is not an automatic and I'm lost. No matter how many years of experience I have, if it's something I've never done before, even if it's the same idea. So anyhow, I'm going to go off on that tangent. So please, I really apologize because a couple of you texted me and were like, you're not upset with me. I was like, no. I was specifically upset with these like 3 or 4, probably 4 strangers to my channel that came in and were just rude. And it's not, English is not their language. I know when somebody speaks English as a second language and how they phrase things, trying not to be rude. These people came in to be rude. And that's what bothered me. So anyhow, on that note, I feel bad that I made people think I was talking about them. And I wasn't. Don't take it that way at all. I just had to say that now publicly because I feel really bad. So anyhow, on to the next live stream. Until next time, I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen, Tschüss, and happy trains. Take care, everybody.